moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with ACT Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack, joining me with my co-Sam and Foxes. We are here for the second day of Division 1 in Season 4, and the first game we have for you guys today is a very exciting one indeed. Esamurai Esports taking on Reckoning Esports. Both of them, of course, played yesterday. Unfortunately, ESM were in an offline game against Kira Esports where they 7-0'd Kira. While Reckoning Esports, we did have them on stream. They managed to beat Levelzero Esports 7-4, and it was an amazing match indeed. That was on New Oregon as well, as far as I remember, which is always a nice thing to see. With that being said, the map of choice today is a theme park. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to the auto map ban system, theme park is going to be in play, and a lot of other maps that we don't get to see over the reign of course, the clubhouse, shall we say. With that being said, we are just, of course, waiting for the ready confirmation from both of these teams as I pass the mic to Foxy. Foxy, how do you do on this fine afternoon?
I feel very powered up, very amazing, very good in terms of how these things will turn out today, because first and foremost, I'm very happy. The internet on my end is working very well right now. It's looking good.
Yes.
It's looking really good right now. And in fact, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm just sharing my happiness. I'm sure everybody out there must be equally happy, and I'm sure out of all the people, you must be the most happiest as you're getting to see. I think now that I think about it, you know, since the beginning of the entirety of the league, there's hardly a few days where I can pinpoint the fact that we've had internet difficulties. No, I'm just kidding. We've had an amazing run, at least from our back end, and it's been amazing to host all these matches for the top tier teams all the way down to the qualifiers. In fact, so many teams have participated, and we've seen the highest participation so far in any tournament in our region, and that is what makes the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League so special. That is a little bit of a rundown because what I'm about to say just pains me a little bit, you know.
Oh no.
We are we are indeed going live from today with the season 5 qualifier registrations, and mind you people, season 5 is the last season. That's right, season 5 will be the conclusion for this entirety of the rundown, the league that we had so far. And what an amazing 5-6 months it has been running this league, casting with Blackjack, hosting these amazing matches. Speaking of amazing matches, let's come back to this one. Mind you, anybody who wants to still register for the upcoming season, that is season 5, make sure you head on to the esports.club and get yourselves and your team registered. We'll be waiting on that, but right now we're waiting on a connection from the lobby from the side of ESM, as we've got Reckoning Esports all up and running and looking very good. Any moment now we'll be going in, and the map is going to be Meme Park. That's right. Meme Park is indeed going to be the map, and quite the differential. We haven't really had a clubhouse come out soon, so that only makes me and Blackjack assume the fact that since clubhouse has not come down on day 1s or 2s for any other division so far, that is Division 2 and Division 1 that has gone down, we might see a very good implication or very good emphasis of teams selecting clubhouse when it comes to day 3s. And yeah, day 3, that's very obvious, because from day 4, once again, there'll be a reset in terms of how the auto map ban works. And it's very similar to Pro League style, in case anybody's confused. Essentially, you know, I'm going to use Blackjack's words over here. Choosing a map in this league has now essentially become like choosing a site on a map. Wow,
Yeah,
that was
that
that was. I'm going to repeat that for anybody who didn't catch on to it. Choosing a map in this league has become equivalent to choosing a site on a map. That means you cannot go back to the site until you have made 2 complete rotations on the other ones, and that is the same way. You cannot go back to a consecutive map in the league with the new autoban system coming in from season 4. That is exactly what we're witnessing right now. Day 2 of season 4, Esamurai Esports facing our Reckoning Esports. We've got Esamurai Esports, mind you, 7-0 Kira, 7-0. That was one hell of a match that I wish I got to witness. And mind you, many people have been asking me in the DMs, is that a forfeit? Was that a forfeit that Kira happened to give? No, people. Esamurai Esports beat Kira, and more than that, they more than beat. In fact, there was a lot of bloodbath that we did not. Yeah, yes, Blackjack.
Just a complete walkover, shall we say?
Indeed.
Not an almost one, but
not an almost walkover. But quite the differential that we got to see. 7-0 in Division 1, not something you were expecting, especially not from Kira Esports. Having to qualify for the APAC qualifiers as well. One of the teams, in fact, one of the first teams that did. More importantly, Kira Esports going unbeatable in Division 2, coming back to Division 1 and getting their butt handed to them in the first match itself of day 1. It's like ESM, they don't look like they're slowing down right now. ESM has an amazing run last season as well. They came awfully close to even being in the top 2 as well. But coming back to the fact that ESM right now tops the leaderboard, obviously this is only week 1. There will be changes going ahead in terms of how all of these teams play. But ESM is one of those teams that definitely is not going to back down. And I cannot wait for them to play, because that's just how it has been. Killen, though, very, very important factor, I would say, for ESM's success, because the way so obviously this is from a spectator's perspective. I'm not saying this in any way, you know, because I don't know what kind of contributions each one gives to the team, and there's always more to what than meets the eye. So Killen, man, has had himself some amazing frags. In fact, he is the highest fragger. The highest amount of frags that anybody's got in Division 1 was Killen himself. Although because of a little bit of a KD kill death ratio issue that Killen could not maintain well, as well as the frequency of how many times you get the MVP. It was Ghosty to beat him and take the spot of the number one MVP in season 3. And we'll be seeing both of them face each other tonight. Not tonight, right now. In fact, I don't know the afternoon version of tonight, so just gonna say right now. That being said, that's just a little bit of a rundown, as we've had another disconnection come up as well from Esamurai Esports. Very funny, something that Buckers was just typing down in the chat, that the moment we type ready, we happen to have disconnection. So next time we're not going to type ready. And that's just a little bit of a joke. But meanwhile, while they reconnect, Blackjack, any thoughts on going into this league and the fact that season 5 qualifiers has been announced as well? Anything at all, in fact.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, Foxy, and everyone in chat, of course, I'm going to be blunt here. As happy as I am that season 5 qualifiers are up and running, I'm also just a little sad because that would mean that the entire league is about to end. And all good things come to an end, as they say. And it's not always the happiest thing in the world. But this league so far has been absolutely fantastic from a caster's perspective, especially for someone like me. I did casting on the on and off before this, of course, for a couple of years, but to actually get a big chance like this was something I only ever dreamed of. And then, just a couple of months before the league, I got a call from Foxy saying, "Hey, you want to cast?" And I'm like, "Oh, yep, absolutely." And here we are, 4 seasons down the line. It's been an absolutely fantastic journey that I hope to continue in some other form once the league is done, of course. And speaking of the league itself, just getting to see all of these teams, man, has been absolutely amazing. For myself as an outsider coming into this zone properly, it's been an absolutely amazing transition. And right now, the match between ESM and Reckoning, of course, we're just waiting on ESM to connect back. There we go. One's back in. As we're just left with one player. It'll be back shortly as well. Theme Park as a map, which is going to be in play from both of these teams, is... It's going to be an interesting one to see because we don't get to see Theme Park a whole lot, especially in the first 3 seasons. As far as I'm aware, we only had 2 instances. One was in the qualifiers of Season 3 where we saw Theme Park, and one, I believe, was in Season 3. I forget the division, but it was played in the division stages of Season 3 as well. So those are the only 2 times we've seen Theme Park on stream. And it was, of course, both matches were fairly good. They were pretty great, actually. One went to overtime, as far as I remember, which was also amazing. And now we're going to get to see absolute top-tier teams, Esamurai Esports and Reckoning Esports, show us their take on Theme Park as a map, both from a defender and attacker's perspective, which it's gonna work 2 ways. One, we get to see how they play and how well they play, the kind of strats they're bringing out, what kind of adaptations they're going to do, and 2, a little selfishly right here is going to help me learn Theme Park a little bit better, because honestly, this map I don't know what, but whenever I get Theme Park, I just do not come to terms with a proper playstyle. I just suck. Let's just say that I just suck at Theme Park. So, But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Just like New Oregon, we're getting to see these maps because of the auto map ban system that works similarly to the round rotation system already in place for competitive Rainbow Six. So of course, day 3, we're going to have a little bit more of a traditional map set, shall we say, in terms of what we get to see, Clubhouse and Consulate and all of those maps that we're very used to seeing. But days 1 and 2, of course, these are the days where we get to see maps you wouldn't normally see, shall we say, outside of the Clubhouse Cafe and Consulate combo, with the occasional sprinkling of Coastline. It's always the C's and the K's in the map pool that get played, shall. That it's been that way so far. It's changing, of course, now. As Theme Park, interesting map. Oregon, very interesting map. Both of these maps have strats already. Of course, Theme Park has more than Oregon, I'd actually argue to say, because Theme Park's been around longer. Reworked. I would say, there we go. Fankel's back into the lobby. Esamurai Esports are 5 up. So are Reckoning Esports. Both of them are pretty much ready right here. We've been waiting for quite a while, but we'll be up and running right now with the match on Theme Park between Esamurai Esports and Reckoning Esports. A very interesting game coming to your screens right now, ladies and gentlemen. And this is gonna be one hell of a match. Foxy, over to you for the band phase.
No, let's get into the blank. There you go. I'm very blank going into this match. Definitely. Ban phase, in fact. Well, we'll be seeing ourselves. Blank is not playing, in fact. It's just a little bit of a wordplay in case if I'm going to be stumbling upon my words. Might as well say that. We'll be seeing the first ban come out from the side of Reckoning Esports. That is going to be Maverick. All right. Very important. A very good operator being banned, in fact, from them. Good use, a heavy user utility, in fact, that Esamurai Esports will not be having for themselves. Maybe a possible Thatcher ban is what I'm expecting from them, but no, that's not the case. We'll be seeing the Capitao ban come out. That means the Thatcher will still be left into play. That's going to give so much more room for ESM to work with. And the way Maverick works is, it's a very 200 IQ ban, now that I think about it, from Reckoning Esports. Usually you see a defensive team on Theme Park go for a Thatcher ban. But going ahead into this match, I'll definitely be shedding a little bit of a light on the fact that how a Maverick ban will be helping the side of the defense a whole lot more. We're seeing the Mira come up. That is the ban from the side of Esamurai Esports as well. Very standard, nothing new over here, but definitely something that we were expecting. All right, the Valkyrie ban will also be taking into place. That means the information trade-off will be a whole lot. In fact, now to think about it, Reckoning Esports even went for the Valkyrie ban last night as well. And I don't remember their attacker ban. Obviously, that was on another map against Levelzero Esports on the map of Oregon. A very good match that we got to see yesterday night. But coming back to this match here right now, we got Lockdown, rhymes with Buck. You might know him as Buckers. So Lockdown, Buckers, Killen, Paktoon Kid, Fankel from the side of Esamurai Esports, while we have Rats, Ghosty, Srisha, Vortex, and Aniket on the side of Reckoning Esports. The first set will be coming out will be Bunk and Daycare and not Armory and Throne Room. Very interesting. Usually we see a whole lot of dependence on that very particular side, but look at the 6 picks from both these teams, from the Buck onto the Thatcher and from the Kaid onto the Goyo. I believe that's a bait and switch from the side of Reckoning Esports, making the side of defense attack think that they'll be going to Throne Room, but they'll be going up top. And the Thatcher at this point is just a necessity that ESM will have to bring on board anyway. And they'll be doing that. Let's see how things turn out as we go into this match though. There we go, we'll be up and running in the match. As much as I'm so content, I'm so happy witnessing a match in the afternoon without having internet difficulties. You know, it's so good, man. I just need to let out my happiness right now to the stream, because that's how content I am, knowing that I'm getting to witness this right now. But what? Wait a minute. Srisha will be running the shotgun, not the Scorpion, on the Ella. Very interesting.
Oh.
That is definitely interesting, because now they're going to have a whole lot more dynamic to the way they play this one out.
Oh.
And the Goyo shield gets blown up as from one of the shotgun pellets of Srisha. Shotgun, yeah, that is what happened to. I'm going to dissolve a little bit of in the air, and then again, look at the quick rotations being made from that. That is definitely going to allow so much. But that's a very, very intelligent adaptation from Reckoning Esports. Got to give them that. Honestly, it's good. It's saving them time. It's also giving them rotations. You've got the elements. You've got so much more. Wait a minute, what? Actually, very ballsy. Goes for that long rotate, and I think that the Jackal did notice him there. But there you go. He's going to go with the scans in, and Goyo is going to get spotted out. That's the Jackal scan coming in. Meanwhile, Rats, I believe he's trying to pick a fight. He's playing a little too ballsy here as well. Srisha playing very close to bathroom. He's got with him the shotgun in hand. Means Rats will have to be careful. The shield does get spotted out, and so does the Wumai. Takes out the suitcase, the briefcase, whatever that is. Not sure what that is even. I'm going to call it a suitcase for now. Thermite pushing up close to the cash wall. Now he's going to go for the breach, but there's no C4 into play. Obviously, that wall or the floorboard cannot be C4'd. But definitely something they'll have to be careful about. Wumai tagging up the Thermite, but not enough. It's not enough to do a whole lot of damage either. Ramsud Buck is definitely not having a great time right now. The Wumai charge is placed to perfection. The ADS is as well. Look at that. Really well done from Reckoning Esports, the way they've expended the utility so far. And a good spot that ESM will be employing to make sure they don't allow Reckoning Esports to get the early advantage. Rats will get flashed with this flash. There you go. The Wumai charge is not helping a whole lot, as Aniket will be employing this long angle, trying to help his friend. Vortex playing close. He's got the Thermite to worry about. He goes for the white peak. No, he's not going to do anything. He's going to lose life instead. That's the Goyo out from the side Reckoning, but no. Ghosty is here to fall back in and get himself a kill. Paktoon Kid takes the fall. We'll be watching this long angle and very good setup that I'm getting to see from Reckoning Esports here. Very spread out, taking fights when they need to. But Aniket is the one who will be having to take one very direly and win that as well. A little bit of a to and fro happens. He's got to be very careful the way he peeks this. Rats is going to win that fight. Aniket will win another. That's shut down for the entirety of ESM. It's all under killing. He won't be doing any more to killing because there's Rats once again with the triplicate this round. And Reckoning Esports will be getting first round on board. Bunkin Care is what we'll be seeing them take. Let's see, going ahead. They'll have to be a little more careful. That is Esamurai Esports. Looks like they've been off to a little bit of a slower start. Then again, it's the early match. There's no taking sides on this. There's no early advantage that either of them have established except for Reckoning. Let's see how things go ahead. Armory and Throne Room will second start that they'll be attempting go on. And very promising operative loadout as well. Let's see how that goes. Going ahead into round 2.
Well, turns out Bunk and Daycare is definitely a very defendable site, especially as an opener site from Reckoning Esports, but this is not, of course, surprising from them. We've seen them do these unorthodox site picks before. Then again, with a map like Theme Park, it's not surprising to see that Bunk and Daycare is a site that remains very defendable, shall we say. In the original version of Theme Park, Bunk and Daycare was, I believe, one of the most favored sites to go on before it was taken out of ranked and competitive altogether. And it was just... I forget what map it was replaced with, but the original Theme Park, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with me. OG Theme Park had many problems, and it's not like new Theme Park doesn't have its fair share of problems. It does. There's a few areas that could have been handled a little better, but this map is a lot better, just in general, from what we used to have before. Now, Armory Throne Room is going to be the side of choice from the side of Reckoning, the more orthodox site when it comes to Theme Park, as the Evil Eye is being placed down by Vortex. He's going to be placing his utility to the most efficient spots that he can find. Meanwhile, the Montaigne is in play from ESM. That is locked down, playing the French Mountain. And that's going to be interesting to see how they employ him. No Thatcher this time around from their side, of course, means that there'll be an emphasis on verticality as well as an emphasis on going to side through maybe hatch breaches. There is no Kaid in play as well from the side of Reckoning, so that, of course, is what is going to give away the hatches. Or, well, the one main hatch that is above, of course, the blue connector door, and the other hatch that's above barrels. Those are the two main hatches in and around the Throne Room site. And those two will pretty much be given away to the side of the attackers if, of course, they're able to get past the mute. The lone man, I believe, Aniket, who's roaming above. Actually, he is the lone man roaming above, excuse me. He's got reinforcements to his right, rotations in and out of Bunk itself as the default cam gets taken out. And the drones are going to find exactly where he's sitting. The Monty's pushed up close, mind you, and that's going to give him a bit of a scan. There's the Ash with him. There goes the mute. Unfortunate for him, but great teamwork from the side of ESM, making the Monty go first, effectively droning out the mute at the expense of nothing, really, and allowing... Ooh, whoa, Shrisha nearly lost his life right there. Takes a little bit of damage from Monty's pistol. The P9, that is, excuse me. And that is through this little vertical line of sight that they have as... oh, yeah, that floor is hard. That's what the Ash is going to be fighting out for herself. She's going to make some vertical line of sight inside his sight. That is, of course, the yellow stairs wall, I believe, that she's looking at down there. And he's going to have to rotate around to try and find where these defenders are. Of course, Yellow Stairs wall being watched from the vertical angle means that the Thermite will be able to go in for the breach towards that particular area. Meanwhile, Flashbang should be thrown in any second, and they might still go for the impact trick, but no, that's not going to work. That ceiling's just a little too high for that. Vortex is going to be faced with the music any second now. Climbs on top of the little smelter area here in Armory. And he's going to just hold it down for the time being. 4 vs 5 established, but there's less than 50 seconds remaining for the side of the defenders and the attackers as they need to make this push happen. Ghosty, he's inside of drug storage. He could go for a big flank, but no, the Monty's going to see him. And that's the Ash behind him. The Ash goes down instead as the Monty unshields, but no, there's the Zofia towards the drug door. And that is Fankel to reflag onto Ghosty instantly. Once again, the Montaigne being used more of as a drone than anything takes out another defender at the cost of the Ash. Blue connector doors been open as the Montaigne has pushed through the smoke. Rats is going to find one that's locked down. The Montaigne down. And Vanko's got a double kill for himself. That's Rats. But Vortex with Platoon gets kill. Will he get another? No, he doesn't. The LMG doesn't win him. That Vanko's going to confirm. It's a triple kill for the Zofia. All down to Shrisha. Sitting behind the throne. Shot should be fired in his general direction. Unless the Zofia finds it first. No, he's going to shut him down. And the plant is happening. He needs to come and deny it right now. And the Thermite will get off the plant. And he will still win it. The Bandit wanted to go for it, but Buckers, of course, doing the right thing, getting out the plant at the last moment to peek, hearing exactly where the run-in was from the defender, and taking the kill, winning the second round for the side of the attackers. ESM with a beautiful beginning and a beautiful play indeed. Lost quite a few bodies going into sight, but it was a 2v1, a 1v1, which ended up going in Bucker's favor. Armory Throne Room is going to be the side of trust once again, and this match is definitely now off to a very explosive start.
Oh boy, what a clutch coming in from Buckers. He knew exactly what he had to do. He stuck the plant long enough for making Srisha think that he's going to stick the plant. But here's the differential. 2 seconds left on the clock, and 2 bullets is all he had to find into the Bandit's body, and he did exactly that. Bandit coming in with the sprint giveaway, gave away his position. He knew exactly where to peek when he got off the plant. The timing, boy, so perfect. Really well done from the side of Buckles. Let's see going ahead if we'll see more of that from the side of ESM or not. Answering will be underway. Vortex will be bringing back the Maestro once again, and Ghosty will be on the Vigil. Aniket is back on the Jaeger, not being employed this time around. And got to speak about the fact that Reckoning Esports had only a mute playing up top, all by himself, all by his lonesome. And with Fontaine coming to play, it's definitely something that you cannot make your way out of. Solo play, you might as well get maybe 1 pick at the maximum, maybe even 2, but that's a huge if, that's a huge gamble. You don't want to find yourself in that spot, but sadly, Aniket did. Now he's got Ghosty to help with. Let's see if the Fallen Knight boys will be able to do that this time around or not, going ahead into this match. Aniket getting himself some nice bullet holes established as Rats has set up a nice shield, knowing that the set of the shield is as if the breach from yellow is going to happen once again. Ghosty is already going to start off things. He's going to find a frag. He's not going to find the second though. The Mountain bait switch perfectly working for the side of ESM. But for how long? The Mountain is still pushing up. Aniket does get spotted out. He's going to move back and forth and onto the hallway. He's going to find the Ash. No, he's just going to exchange a few fire shots and fall back all the way on the side. No, he's going to go back to the drugs and lab area. As of now, he's going to chill over here. As it should be Bandit, which is supposed to be in the drug storage, but it'll be Jaeger, at least for now. Because Aniket has lost a lot of HP. Bandit will be on site. He wants to go get the Bandit tricking done. And Vortex will be trying to get the impact trick done as well, but Aniket has to be... He's got to have a lot of patience right now. And that is what he'll have to exhibit. Frankel, the Zofia who had got taken down by Ghosty in the beginning of the match, will not be having any more lifelines to play with ESM, and that means they lost a very important user utility, but they haven't really lost a hole yet, at least not while their Heart Breacher is still alive. And we know for a fact, like, on a map like Theme Park, you need your Heart Breacher at all costs. There's only so much you can do, and on a map like this, that is the side that we're getting to see from Cell Reckoning Esports come out, you definitely need him. Killen making some top floor holes, and he's going to be found by Vortex. Look at the gunplay, the Alda. Is not a gunfight you want to be taking always. It's essentially the Alda wins. 8 out of 10 situations, the Alda always wins. Obviously, you could not finish the kill on the Ash because she does not have a head. And there's Vortex. He's pushed back in a really bad position, but there's Rats to help him with the smoke waves as well. The drone is going to spot both of the positions out. There's another drone that has come out as well. But any movement from the top, that's Killen still watching that angle. Let's see if we're able to make that into a push or not. Monty trying to push up very slowly. He's trying to get some passive aggression in. It's just not a conversion that they've made so far. Another breach goes down. That's on the hatch. That means Rats will not be able to play over here. He might as well lose his life right now. No, he's just going to fall back. And right in time, there is Killen with the kills. He got revived. He's going to find his first spray. Plant will be going down on site. Aniket, where is he? Vortex will be going for the denial. Where is he even going that from? All right, he's made his way back from the split while Aniket was live on the other end of the map. The Maestro cam being taken on board. Vortex meanwhile is going to find a frag on to kill it. That's a hatch. He's going to find another on the Thermite, but he gets traded right back. It's on the Srisha. He's going to find a frag. It's a 1 versus 1 against the Montine right now. Srisha, very low on HP while locked down, will be on full. He's got to play this to perfection. We've seen some amazing Monty plays come out before in this league, but will this be the play that needs another run on board for ESM? Or Srisha's testing moment right now. He lost the last round. Will he be able to win this one or not? It's not looking like he might be. He's trying to bait the Mountain with the diffuse going in. And this is something you don't like to see, people. This is exactly why you don't want a Mountain employed. Look at that. Time running out, but Srichak is still going to win it. Oh boy, lockdown. What was he doing? Not expecting that. Srichak gets the collection. What did I just see? What a throw from Lockdown. I'm gonna have to give him that, man. That was definitely a sort of a throw. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. In fact, Lockdown himself is equally surprised. He got himself a headshot, and definitely this game's mechanics and physics still surprise us to this day. He's going to award Reckoning Esports another round on board. Round 4 will be underway in the favor of Reckoning 2-1.
Well, whatever happened with Montaigne right there, lockdown, we're not sure. Of course, we're watching from the Montaigne's perspective. It was definitely a little comical, the back and forth between Srisha and Lockdown, but unfortunately for him, shields still these days tend to get shot through their shields, of course, shield operators. As a few shield main, I can attest to that fact. That issue is still there. For whatever reason, shields in Rainbow Six have that definitive problem. Montaigne, of course, suffers from it less because he can extend his shield, and when he extends it, he doesn't suffer from it as much. But when he retracts it, that's when that issue has a chance to strike. And unfortunately for him, looks like it did in that particular situation. Either that, or he just got shot in the feet, and the game said, you know what, that's a headshot. I'm giving him the 10 points. Because, again, as Foxy said, the game mechanics and physics, even in Year 5 Season 2, surprise us quite a bit. It's been 5 years, man. I think the shields need a little bit of respite. With that being said, round 4 is going to be in play as Bunk and Daycare once again coming out from the side of Reckoning Esports. They did have a fantastic defense here back on round 1, and once again, Shisha's going to be back on the Ella playing the FO12 shotgun iron sights as well. And one of the best facts about the FO12, not just its spam rate, of course, also the fact that it has an insanely large ammo count for an auto shotgun. Caveira's auto shotgun, or Frost's Super 90 or Sniper 90, as some people like to call it. Even those shotguns don't have the ammo count that the FO12 has, along with its power, relatively low recoil, and spam rate, like spammable rate. It just makes Ella's FO12 a ridiculously high-powered shotguns. Rats, okay. I think, is he just stuck? I'm not really sure what he was doing right there. I think he is stuck. Oh, there we go. He's going to go down, unfortunately. And Rats has left the game. And looks like we're gonna go into a rehost after this round, but that of course leaves round 4 in a very perilous situation for the side of Reckoning Esports. They've got the Montaigne to deal with as Lockdown, of course, will be bringing in this operator this time. No Thatcher once again, but looks like they don't need it. But Ghosty, what an angle from him. He's gonna find the head of Fanko. Zofia goes down, and that is a man count equalized instantly, 4-4 in no one's favor, going into the minute 55 mark of round 4. Flashbangs are coming in as the Ella's going to be pushed by the Montaigne any second now, but there's a Goyo shield to help him out as the Thermite's going to be going for a breach on towards that east wall. But no one gets here to find Buckers. That is, of course, the Thermite down as shots are being fired, and suddenly ESM not in a great position at all. They're stuck inside of Cash Stash with the Montaigne and the Ash playing in this general direction. Baktoons is taking some shots from the waiting room hallway. So does Killen, as they're just trying to take down the Goyo shields and everything. As there we go, Killen with a beautiful connect onto Aniket's head. Is going to equalize the man count once again. The back and forth is in, but the Montaigne can't exactly push up with this Goyo shield and the danger of it being popped. There is the Ella, of course, she's going to do exactly that. Montaigne takes a bit of damage, and that is, of course, the warning shot to the attackers that you can't push here. There's a shotgun holding very close indeed. As right now, the game has come to a little bit of a standstill. Ghosty holding an angle from the yellow stairs towards the Dragon hallway. Will he see the Nomad? Yes, he does. That's the kill again. Will the Ash go down? He does find Srisha. That is a shotgun off the board. It's a 2 vs 2. The Montaigne is still alive, mind you. He's the man with the diffuser with remaining 50 seconds and less for the side of the attack. But no, the Ash is going to go down. Killen's been confirmed down by Ghosty. It's all down to the Montaigne. Will he find the dock? Yes, he will. He's got a headshot on him with the pistol. Rats has returned, and now it's all down to Vortex in a 1v1 against Lockdown. Once again, caught in a situation that he probably doesn't quite want to be in. He's got the diffuser, of course. He can hold it down if he manages to get to the post plant, but Vortex is holding very close indeed. As he's going to be going in, Lockdown towards Upper Arcade. He's going to see the Goyo. He's going to push him just slightly with the Goyo. Rotating around sights with, of course, the use of this tiny little rotate that the FO12 made just a few minutes ago. He might be even in fact be able to go for plant. Yes, actually will be. The smokes are up, but there's the air jab that stops Vortex from pushing. But no, he sees the shield, but the shield is turned to his back. Doesn't even see it. Not quite. The plant's gonna go down. The C4 comes out as well. Will it connect? No, it won't. It's a 1v1 in the post plant. As Goyo's gonna be going Vortex, that is, on towards the plant, trying to bait the Monty. He's sticking it. He's sticking it. Lockdown. There we go. No, he's gonna retract and extend again. Retract again. Extend again. And the back and forth is in from both of these players, as now, of course, Lockdown has the comfortability of using the bomb. Vortex, very ballsy right there, but he's going to be shot in the face for his trouble. Lockdown taking the kill, redeeming himself for the last round. And that, of course, puts ESM back in the equalizer for the side of this match. 2-2 in no one's favor going into round 5 was Bunk Daycare goes in their favor, and looks like we won't in fact be going to the Rios because Rats, of course, has made his way back. It was an excellent attempt at holding it down for the side of Reckoning Esports, but the lockdown, the Montaigne, excuse me, holding down to perfection this time. Again, having the bomb as a comfort area was something that he was able to take advantage of. Unfortunately, Vortex, not enough to do there, not enough to go for. Had to be taken off the board. Bangdeka is going to be the side of choice once again going into round 5. We are, of course, 2 rounds away from the roll swap on round 7, as Aniket is going to take the 6-pick onto the Frost. Nope, okay, yeah, he's changed up the pulse, never mind. My surprise was temporary and is definitely mitigated. The pulse is in play, going to be playing probably from below, as, of course, round 5 is in play.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Looks like Reckoning Esports are not exactly having a great time countering a Montaigne. Lockdown playing that last round perfection after a little bit of a mishap that happened in the round before. Definitely redeeming himself, just like you said, Blackjack. Getting that round on board for ESM was very important. They got that in, and now we're going to round 5. It's been the 2-4, and this is what we've seen for quite a bit. You know, this has been the fashion when it comes to Division 1 play days. At least till round 5, we always have a 2-2 equalized scoreline. Going ahead from here is what is going to be the differential. You know, once these teams start to warm up to each other, bringing the adaptations, and the sites have been saturated as well in terms of where you can attempt to go on them. Looks like Aniket actually wants to go for a spawn peek. In fact, interesting. Early pick is what he needs right now, and we're trying to find somebody. But there's all 5 of the attackers who've actually spawned over there. This might as well be something. Oh boy, look at that. He's going to spot all of them. He's hungry. He goes for it. He's not going to find either one of them. Oh, he's going to find the Montaigne first and foremost. Right.
Oh boy.
The very important kill indeed. That paid off. The refrag came in. Sarah killer. That is work done from the side. And he's killed the Montaigne. That is a huge sigh of relief for the side of Reckoning Esports now. They will be able to play a whole lot better, you know, from the looks of it. It's coming down to a Montaigne 1v1 towards the end. They've gotten the Montaigne out. Fully, Reckoning Esports will be better looking in terms of how this match should go ahead. Rhymes with blocked, made his way on the side of the Dragon Stairs, top of the Dragon Stairs. In fact, he knows there's a castle to meet him this time around. Not the similar setup that we saw last time. And it's, obviously, the side is on the side of Bunk and Daycare. That means the breach from the side of Cash will be happening as well. There's no C4 being employed from down below. There's a potential job of the Pulse to do, but this is a Paktoon kid getting challenged from. He doesn't know that either. That's a direct line of sight being opened from all the way across the map. Now we're seeing Killen watch the sign. Still got to go for the peak any moment now, but there's a Goyo shield once again greeting him. There you go, the proximity alarm is going to get triggered, and OC is waiting. Very stationary, in fact, on the side that he wants to. Doesn't want to pick that fight, not yet. Might as well engage in that. The white peak comes in, but no, the flash comes in first. Srisha waiting inside the side of the lockers as well. It's very peaceful, very patient, both the sides of the teams, but trying to do a whole lot of map control done. It'll be Srisha will be greeting anybody who walks into from that breach, but right now I think the attackers have abandoned this side. Except for Rhymes with Buck, that's the man with the diffuser, mind you. You gotta be careful. Fine, we're trying to go for this thing that is. Wait, where is he? He's pushed up all way, alright. Might as well find somebody, unless he does not pay attention. Misha has moved away at the wrong time. Or is that the right time, in fact? Ghosty will have to come in, re-engage with the speech. Does he notice him? Oh, he's gonna get taken out, and that's the kill from Frankel. Vortex gets a refrag on the killer. Srisha's got to stand up. Yes, he will, but he gets refrag back from Frankel as well. It's a 2 versus 2 in nobody's favor right now. Make that a 2 versus 1 in Reckoning Esports' favor. Make that a 1 versus 1 still in Reckoning Esports' favor, the way Nomad is looking at right now in terms of the HP count. He's not got the diffuser, he's got to go for the retriever, but then to Goyo, you've got to worry about the vector at the short range. Not exactly a gunfight to be able to win. If I was Paktoon kid, I'm very scared. And look at that, they don't know what the site is. Oh boy, what a bamboozle play from the side of Reckoning
No
Esports,
way.
making Esamurai think that the side is there, but it's actually Bunk and Daker. He's gonna go for the plant. That's a possible bait coming in. Vortex knows exactly that. He's gonna go for a really slow peek. He will find the Nomad. No, he's gonna fall back. Nomad has to re-engage onto the plant, but no, she gets it off, and there's no way he's gonna win that. Not in a million years, at least not for now. Not this round. Round 5 will be going to Reckoning Esports, and that was a good defense. And like I said, it's coming down to a 1v1 with the Montaigne. This time they'll have a better chance at winning it, and they did. A good pick from Aniket to secure the round for his team. Really well done. Round 6 will be underway, but let's see who's gonna win this one, because ESM, they come in with the equalizer, they'll be walking away with a whole lot of advantage into the defensive side of this map. But it's Reckoning Esports who really need to step up and take this 4-2. And at least that is what the ideal situation for that team would be. Let's see if ESM will be able to bring out the equalizer or not. Round 6 will be underway.
Absolutely. The 6th round of the map is underway, and this is the last round before Rollstop, of course. Lockdown out of the Montaigne this time into the Jackal. Looks like he doesn't want to be playing the French Shield anymore, as the Kaid is going to be brought in play from the side of Reckoning Esports. Throne Room being the side, of course. Not surprising that the Kaid is going to be in play, of course, to help the Bandit hold down the walls that say a Bandit battery can be placed on. Bandit, of course, only has 4 batteries, unfortunately, and Kaid, he's got 2 Electro Claws, so that's a perfect little mix and match right there from the side of Reckoning to hold down all of the hard walls that the site of Armory Throne Room has. Of course, he can also hold down the hatch of the connector blue door, that is right between both the sides. There we go, where Maestro's playing right now. And he can just hold down this hatch and one wall. That's both of his Electro Claws and, of course, the Bandit batteries to hold down a couple of reinforced walls as well. Sheesh has already placed down all of his, of course, as the ADSs are going to be in. He's just clearing some pathways right here to make sure that the vaults are clean and there's no props to interrupt. Looks like there are no spawn peaks coming out from the side of Reckoning either. And this time, of course, with the Monty not being in play, it's gonna be a fight that they'll be able to take just that little bit with that little bit more security, of course. As of course we've seen, it's coming down to the 1v1s with the Montaigne all the time, and it's a bit of a touch and go, shall we say? You know, one round was won, one round was lost. But then again, the round that Shrisha won playing the Bandit way back in round 3. That was, of course, down to, I believe, if everyone's perspective is to be noted for, it's probably down to the fact that Montaigne's shield unfortunately bugged out. There's a cafe push coming in from the Zofia from the look of things, and the drones are going to come in to try and find where the roamers are. That's Ghosty. His feet are going to be tracked by the Jackal as he's rotating around towards the drug lab. Rats, in the meanwhile, holding down Dragon. Says he's got a good angle on him, but there is the Jackal. That's locked down. Takes out the default cam, gives away his position just a little bit, as the call is going to be in from the defenders. Look at that. The Jaeger holding down as much as he can. Will he see him? Yes, he does. Just a little tag up, down to 75 HP. Lockdown. 1 bullet less that he can survive, of course, going forward into this game. He's got to be just a little bit careful, as any high fire rate weapon will be able to just shred him down in no time. As, oh boy, look at this. All 5 defenders are actually inside his sight. There's a turtle hold right here coming out from them, as the Vigil who was roaming, that's Ghosty, he's fallen back as well. Vertical lens is going to be established. There we go. Killen using the Ashes breaching charges to the standard effect, as it were. There's the Jackal with the shotgun doing his job as well. There's the Zofia with the impacts, and there we go. The yellow stairs breachable wall is going to be breached by the thermite. That is Bucker's doing his job effectively. And once again, Vortex is caught at the smelter area of Armory to try and stay alive. He's got the Kaid this time with the TCSE to support, but there's so many angles that they have to worry about, as Lockdown takes even more damage, down to 50 HP now, as that's 2 bullets that he can no longer survive. 2 extra bullets, so to speak. Lockdown still holding on above. All of the attackers, in fact, holding on above, excuse me, as the push will be coming down from the side of the yellow stairs from the looks of things, but there's the thermite towards throne door, and so is the Ash. The man's got the diffuser. He's got to be careful. He's gonna see the Maestro. Unfortunate for Vortex, he was unaware of the angle at Dragon Door being held, And that's going to be his life. The Maestro gone, and so are the Evil Eyes. As Aniket barely survives the shots that were fired towards him. He's going to go out towards joint quarter right now. Not really sure what, but Ghosty's going to find one. That's Buckers off the board. That is his thermite. That's the refrag in for earlier. And will he find another one? Not quite, but Lockdown is going to go down to Rats. As Killen finds one, but he gets refragged onto instantly. 2 versus 3. The attackers don't have the diffuser. Fankel finds one. They've got to get the diffuser and get in. But there goes the Sophia. It's all under the Nomad. Platoon Kid all alone in a 1v2, and he's above. He's not even close to sight, and the time is going to run out for him. As Reckoning Esports are going to hold down once again. Armory Throne Room goes to them. And going into round 2 and rolls up, they're going to be in the advantage. 4-2 in their favor. Esamurai, not exactly the best push that they could have gone for, unfortunately. But it is a 4-2. And a round 7 roll swap means that ESM are going to be on the attack. On the defense, and Reckoning are going to be attacking. A quick look at the scoreboard, of course, reveals to us what exactly has been happening from the players' perspectives, of course. Killen with 8 kills to himself, followed up by Fankel, that's 6, but there goes Buckers with 3 and 3 on the kills and assist counter. It's quite nice as well. While, of course, from the side of Reckoning Esports, you've got Rats and Ghosty holding up the team 6 and 8 to each, and Shrisha following up with 5 of his own. As the rest of the players, of course, playing support, intel, utility, all of that stuff, you can't really say that they're not doing their job. They pretty much are, as we're going to be moving into round 7. And Bunk Daycare is going to be the side of choice once again.
A good round from Reckoning Esports once again. Like I said, walking into round 7, 4-2 is going to be the ideal situation for them. Quite the differential of Ghosty coming up with the anchor vigil. You know, this vigil playing on site definitely paid off quite a bit. Wait, you can do that? I didn't know. Thank you, Lockdown. All right. So
Wait, you didn't know that?
no, I didn't know that.
Oh. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've played the game, actually. Honestly.
Oh, okay.
It's been a very long time since I've touched the game in terms of playing, obviously, because I'm a host, so yeah, I turn the game on every day, but I don't play it. But yeah, coming back to this match, the fact that we did see the last round from Ghosty come out very influential, very good play from the Vigil. The moment Reckoning Esports understood that they don't need to hold on top, they're getting tracked by the Jackal. There's so much more anti-roam that you see the ESM bring out. What do? We don't allow them to hunt us. We just don't roam. They brought anti-roam. We don't roam. It's that simple. But the reinforcement going down just as the moment Aniket walks in. Ghosty got himself a possible bait. Iana coming up as well. Aniket on the Ash one. There's somebody else with more as well along with that Vortex. Sure, they've got to be worried about the C4s down below. Won't be doing that, at least not as of now. I think they were trying to capitalize on that one solo wall that was unreinforced. They could have gotten themselves the breach done early on, but not, at least not for now. No more C4s. Still from the side of ESM, as all 5 of the attackers from Reckoning Esports are cluttering outside Cafe right now. I'm not sure if this is a well-thought attack coming in from them. Let's see how that pays off going ahead into this match. Possible breach being requested, and then yes, Risha will be doing that. We've got Vortex making sure he's on the drones, and at least one person is always on the drones, because at this point, you've got to get yourselves maximum information trade-off done. Still watching for a possible C4, because I think that is the obvious play that SM will be bringing out from down below. And at least as of now, they won't be doing that. Got Paktoon, rhymes with Buck, in fact, that is. Paktoon Kid will be playing with the Bandit. He's playing the hallway, picking a fight any moment now, but he's gonna fall back and find the Zofia instead. What a free kill for the Band. Vortex goes down, and now the C4 play might as well be here. Comes up with the C4. Bandit, no. Alright, Bandit. We did see that. We're not gonna talk about it though. We're seeing Rhymes with Buck play pretty close. He's got himself some hard cover. But now that the Bandit will be making his way back up from the arcade stairs, that is something the Reckoning Esports knows and will be watching as well. Look at this. A very frag-heavy play from them. Aniket is going to find a frag. He does not find the other. That connection doesn't happen onto the castle. Meanwhile, he's going to find the refrag right back in. A 3 versus 4. Make that a 4 versus 2. In fact, another attacker goes down. Make that another one. It's out on a Ghosty. He's still got to find 4 more defenders if he wants to make this clutch happen. Not enough HP left, and there's the finisher from the C4. Rhymes with Buck comes in. The mute, like the C4 play did not come in early. But when it did come and came in very destructive, Reckoning Esports, like I said, not a great attack push. All 5 of them happening to make that push from one single entryway, and not exactly a great entryway as well. Cafe, not very reliable. Looks like Reckoning Esports wanted to, like I said, they wanted to capitalize on that one single reinforcement that did not come into play. But by the time they made their way inside Cafe, got the castle breach done, the reinforcement came into place. ESM surviving that round very well, in fact. We'll be going to round 8. Let's see if the equalizer does come in from them. Another round on board or not. As we know for a fact, Team Park happens to favor the defensive side quite a bit. Reckoning Esports have an uphill task to keep their advantage in their lead. Let's see if that is the case or not. Round 8 will be underway.
Round 8 is going to be underway, and Throne Room is going to come out once again from the side of the defense. I believe that was the visual we saw 6th picked in from the side of ESM. Didn't quite get to catch it. There was a 6th pick from the side of the attackers, but regardless, they do have everything they need. And it is actually pretty curious, you know, with the Thatcher being unbanned at a map like this, especially with sites like Bunk Daycare and Armory Throne Room, to have no Thatcher play whatsoever, except for the back at round 1, where ESM played the Thatcher. They were on attack, of course, and it was Bunk Daycare. Unfortunately, the Thatcher didn't really serve too much of a purpose right there. But no Thatcher once again, as of course the way the match has progressed, there really isn't a particular need for a Thatcher, as going vertical is going to allow the side of the attackers to have just enough lines of sight to take out the batteries or meat jammers or whatever sort of denial the side of the defense are bringing. That's what we've seen in these 7 rounds so far, and going into round 8 is going to be more interesting all the while, because you know, either we could have an equalizer come out from ESM, them being on the defense, of course, or Reckoning Esports could be the ones to take the lead farther. They're going to be droning, they're going to be repelling and doing all of the standard attacker stuff right now, gaining intel, making sure that the rotate is in place while the Thatcher. You know, now that I actually look at it, the Thatcher is in play. I was going on about how Thatcher isn't in play. He is. I just didn't see it, and now I feel like an absolute idiot for that. Apologies for that, all of our viewers at home, but you know, regardless of that, round 8 is in play, as Doshi's going to quickly make his way towards Office Showers right now, right outside of course, the office room itself, as a Claimer is going to go out onto Dragon Stairs from the side of the attack, as Vortex has made his way towards Waiting Room as well. Dragon Stairs, there we go. He finds the perfect little spot for his Claymore, hoping that it won't get shot out, of course, if anyone were to flank from that particular area. As right now, a little bit of a roam clear emphasis, but there are 3 defenders down below. No one's on site. No, there is the Maestro inside of sight. All right, and the Mute is as well, actually. Both of them are inside of sight, but the Kaid is towards barrels, of course, with the rotate coming back in towards the area of sight, as a hatch is being opened by the Hibana, I believe. I'm not really sure which one's being opened right now, and it could be the barrels hatch. It was fairly close to the Kaid, and yes, there we go. The barrels hatch has been opened, as Shisha holding down a vertical angle from that C4 that was just popped as well, and EMP comes out to help take out some utility right now. As you can hear the frazzled electrical gadgets of the defenders just short-circuited for a while, as barrels is going to be opened right here from the SAS brothers. Will they see the Kaid? Not quite. Makes his way back into sight right now. That is Killen safely back inside. Drugstore is being held down by the Jaeger, of course, Platoon Kid in that general vicinity, as he's holding down on towards the joint corridor 90-degree hallway. There's the Ash on the yellow stairs, mind you, as still, Reckoning Esports taking their time, taking a lot of time for that matter, as Killen's gonna find one. That is Rats on the board. That's your Thatcher down. I'm not even sure where that one came out of. What, does he not see the head? No, he doesn't. Aniket, unfortunately, will not be getting that kill onto the Kaid anytime soon. He's gonna try and go for the nade, but he sees that ADS that was placed very close to him for that matter. Grenade is cooked, but there is an ADS to stop him. Another one gets cooked, but he's gonna get shot up instead, as the grenades are what gives his position away to the Kaid, who gladly takes that kill. Meanwhile, Maestro's been down by the Hibana inside of barrels, but the revive, no, it's not gonna come in. There's no time, as Vortex is gonna find one. Does he find 2? I think he does. He's ready to decide. That's a triple for him. Ghosting gets one more, and now she's just to get him for the plant, as Franco's coming in for, of course, the flank. Will the planet be found? No, he's behind the throne, and that's good cover right there. The visual peaks, is he gonna find one? Yes, he is. Will he find the post plant? No, he will not. It was a 1v2, but Ghosty is here to take him out. And that, of course, is the Vigil who goes down, the last defender, as Reckoning Esports, and a little bit of a last-second push at sight, managed to make it in. They get round 8, and they will extend their lead into 5-3, going into round 9.
Oh, a very good setup from ESM. I'm gonna have to give them that. Coming to a site that essentially, having yourself a turtle hold pays off quite a lot because you have so much more to work with. You can go for a trick, you can go for the C4 play, the impact denial, etc., what not when it comes to throne room. But ESM had other plans. They came up with a little bit of an extended roam hold, a Reckoning playing that to perfection. In fact, they made sure that they happened to invest so much time in getting information out because the fights did not go down, at least not in the last 30 seconds of the round. That means 2.5 minutes spent by Reckoning Esports only to get information and headway around side. Really well done from the side of Reckoning because they happen to be the victors only by that. Getting information, converting calls, and understanding exactly where they're supposed to be pushing ESM in their weak points. And they did that really well. It did also come down to ESM not winning a few gunfights over there. The Maestro having to get down, and then the revive came in, it did not, etc., and whatnot. But that being said, definitely Reckoning Esports will be looking to take round 9 into match point for themselves. 6-3 could be the case, but it only stands to see if we'll be going ahead into that or not. Because Esamurai Esports, they've had quite the start, mind you. Esamurai Esports is right now at the top of the table after defeating Kira Esports on day 7-0 on Coastline. Sadly, that match did not get streamed. With a little bit of a technical difficulty on my end. My apologies for that. But we'll be making sure you guys don't have to miss any of the matches next time around. And arrangements have already been made. But coming back to this match in hand, yes, sir. A very dominating start to the beginning of the week 1 of season 4 here. But looks like the day 2 of week 1 has not exactly been treating them well. Reckoning Esports are definitely having quite the advantage, but it only stands to see if ESM can still be able to walk away from this or not. Will this just be the Reckoning Esports show going ahead? We'll find that out. Most definitely we will. Killen watching that angle. There's somebody who's pushed up already. He does not see that. There's the Ying who's already pushed up awfully close. Boy, oh boy, that's not a spot you want to employ yourselves in. But he's still going to be watching that angle though. Nevertheless, he's got the TCSG in hand. That means he's still got a conversion left for Triumph Zudbach. Oh boy, this could be very influential if he makes this flank at the right time, at the right moment. The TCSG being used for possible C4. Yes, there is. A C4 comes in from below as well. That's going to claim Srisha. But there's the peak from Gulsi. He's going to claim that right back in. A 3 versus 3 has so many bodies that we drop back and forth. It's still in anybody's favor right now. It's equalized man count. Anybody could take this. But the way the situation is looking at right now is the fact that ESM is very strong in their own respective site holds, and very strong, in fact, very good stronghold that ESM has had so far. Reckoning Esports will have to cut them through this defense that they've brought on board. And he gets still got all of his 3 Candelas left. They might as well be using the Candelas to get themselves an advantage. Let's see going ahead if that be the case or not. Ghosty has to go for the rapid because the diffuser is being dropped in a really bad spot. Look at that. The diffuser retrieval is going to expose them into the Cassis crosses, and I believe from the Maestro's crosses as well. The pushing comes in, and that's a get flashing one of the defenders away. The second defender does get flashed as well. Lockdown, gonna move back. At least for now, he's gonna lose a lot of HP. Tries to come in with the peak. He's gonna claim one. No, the Candela is gonna be the victor. It's all under him. He's still gonna find a fragment. The Lucia though does not find the second. There's Aniket with the finisher on the Yang. Really well played and good operator select from Reckoning Esports. It's going to put them on match point. 6-3 is a scoreline. This might as well be Reckoning Esports' game. Mind you, Reckoning Esports, they sit on the 3rd spot right now in the standings for Division 1. If they have to put this game on board, they'll be the ones to sitting on the 1st position. Let's see how this match turns out right now on this round. That is round 10.
Match point has been secured. Reckoning Esports are looking very strong to get a win for themselves. Of course, that would make this match their 2nd win if they manage to win it from here, of course. Having won against Levelzero Esports already on the map of Oregon yesterday, as we have the 6 pick in on to the Ying once again, and the Kali being played, excuse me, by Rats, as we're going to be moving into the match point round nice and quickly on to Theme Park. Actually, Foxy, can you take this round real quick? I need to deal with a little something.
Bombs as they can.
You know, when you say you want to deal with a little something, it gives me vibes like you're going like down the street to punching somebody and coming back. I can deal with this, like, you know, the hood, the gang stuff. Anyways, coming back to this, apart from my dad jokes, this match will be having Killen once again. He's running the TCSG once again. I'm not sure of the obsession that we're seeing Esamurai Esports have with the TCSG. I would definitely choose the Vector now with the TCSG nerf that has come in after the update very long ago, but not so long ago as well. The theme park itself is not a map that has come down long ago. So yeah, we're seeing Killen established once again line the side, but also yeah, TCSG offers him so much more dynamic in terms of the soft breeze that he gets to do. And we can only understand, you know, you only want to employ stuff that has so much bit of an advantage that you can take over always. Frankel will be making some rotations with the Zotac, and so will Grimes with Buck. And there you go, the shotgun's coming alive. Everybody except the Jaeger has got himself a possible rotation that they can make for themselves. But looks like the cafe push from Reckoning Esports will not be happening. Will be happening this time around on a solo push. That is from Ghosty. Right, the G36 gang. We've not got the Yarn being run though. Aniket once again on the Ying. Looks like that is something that they want to be bringing on board. Oh, Zofia, almost finding the head of the castle. Concussions come out first. Vortex knows exactly why there's an ADS situated in that position. He's got to be very careful. Aniket still holding this down. He's got one of the drones to help him as well. Shisha will be going for the breach any moment now. Yes, he will. He's trying to find anybody's foot gets exposed. That little bit of a slit that Castle happens to throw with his barricades, but no, not at least as of now. Vortex waiting for flashes to come out from Ghosty, and yes, he will. Flashes go out, and that's your ADS's burn, and now Vortex comes in with the concussion nade. Is the impact. In fact, Ghosty finds another frag. Oh boy, ESM is dropping like flies right now in front of Reckoning Esports. They're not able to stay alive. That is something you need to do if you want to win rounds. But right now, ESM Esports not looking all the while so great. Ghosty comes in with another peek. He might as well find this one. No, he's just going to go for the prone peek, and there's Ghosty's kill. It's a long due. There's Zofia coming in. He gets refrag right back in. Ghosty's still alive somehow. Paktoon will be finding him any moment now. He's not doing that, at least as of now. Aniket Bimal on the side. He's made his push happen. Ghosty's got to watch this angle. That's with the Kali play comes in, but it's not going to connect to anything though. Ghosty gets a frag meanwhile. It's on Paktoon kid. He's not going to win that fight, not against Ghosty. That's the play from Ghosty, and that's the Ash coming alive for Reckoning Esports, putting the round on board and the match on board for them of an amazing round differential that they've secured for themselves. That puts Reckoning Esports, at least as of now, on top for Division 3 scoreboard. What a play from Reckoning. Really well done, and Ghosty will rightfully be taking the MVP as well. What a play indeed. And I'm actually personally I'm happy as it happened to be on Theme Park, as we really don't get to see a whole lot of differential on maps, but I'm so glad it was the map of Theme Park. A good differential, a good match that we got to see from both these teams. But ESM will definitely have the next week and the week after that to make the comeback happen, as that will be the end for Reckoning Esports and ESM matches for this week. We've still got matches coming up. People, don't get me confused. That's a very team specific sentence that I just had to put out for you boys. Going ahead today, we'll be having the next match that is coming up. Levelzero Esports facing off Deimos, and that is a match that I've been waiting for quite a bit. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Playing on the eastern stairs. The Ash is coming for the peak, but no, he's going to miss some shots. Benjamin with the shotgun, he takes it out, but no, he's not going to inflict any damage whatsoever. As Aussie gets another one, that is Skalaki. He's left Benjamin down. He will get the Jaeger. That is Nerford off the board, and the Ash is coming alive with super response by him in the meanwhile. Benjamin goes down finally, and Aussie finds another one. That's a quad kill for the man, and he is going absolutely crazy inside the side. Zin is down.
Blickshot is here to get one. That is Saqib off the board. No more C4s in play, but here's the gun of Blickshot coming in. The commander claims one leg, but Kingslayer gets a double kill. He's going to deny the planter. Yes, he will. That's a quad kill for Flickshot. Does he get the ace is the real question right now. Kingslayer, the highest fragger of the entire division, is up against the clutch that Flickshot has to make happen. The ace, in fact, for the man. The Mozzie has to be very careful about he intends to peek this. Only 5 seconds left. Will Kingslayer pull this off? He's not got enough to plan, and Flickshot gets the ace. Back full freeze. Blackjack, do you mind taking this one for just a second?
Absolutely. Also going to go for a big runner. He's going to knife one. Will he fight two? Yes, he will. Will he fight three? Yes, he will. What a play from the Bandit to shut down Team Super on the kitchen house.
But that is not enough to throw off Invalid the gut here. Viper meanwhile finds another frag that's on the Street Ninja all the way on the side again. Viper will find one more. Viper has really been going crazy. So the votes will find, oh, excuse me, not in the favor of Zoo Sabers. We're still seeing the feed coming from the Jaeger, and he's going to take the ball. Viper with the triple kill. What play from the Zofia. She gets the fourth. That's a quad. Viper, are you kidding me? What is going on with this man? Doesn't know what Zofia is playing, and he's going to win. Just Lord Bean will be picking up a fight here. Oh, more than that, he's going to be picking up a kill here. A straight up headshot comes in on the Roxanne. That's already your Hibana off the board. A very important frag, and more than that's the only hard feature of him. A frag from Lord Bane. A shot from the Jaeger is going to claim another life. No skill goes down. Pretty good headshot indeed from the man connecting it to it, but this has already made his way on the side. Think he's above? No. He gets taken away by the Jaeger once again, and that's Lord being with the triple kill. Does he find two more? Is a real question, but Mello is already going down with the plan. Oh, that is Nexus, not any time soon. Plan has gone down. Lord Bane is here with another frag. That's a quad kill for the man. Does he get the ace? Oh yes, he will get it. And look at this play from the side of Newcomers. They get themselves the ace on the from the SAS operators. The SMG 11 comes into play from no skill. It's all on Hero, who's all the way onto the white pipelines. He cannot notice what the plan is going down because of the he's blocking him, and what a denial coming in from Beaver. He's gonna get the plant with that snow skill off the board. Go for the replant here, and does he get spotted out is the real question. What? Roxanne, how did you not notice Beaver? Roxanne, what are you doing, my man? Another frag comes out from Beaver just by denying the entire plan, and now Beaver has to find where the IQ is playing, but doesn't think you find him or not is the real question. Beaver with the 1-3 clutch. What the sports and what? Sparkle, it's a 3 versus 2, not a favor of human gaming. Meanwhile, the plan is going down. The Maestro comes up with a peak, but Mike will be the one to convert that into a frag. It's all on the beat. He tries to get the sledge, and he will do so. That's the planter of the board. But there are still 2 attackers that he's got to find, and both of them will be on full HP, and so will be the one ping comes out. In fact, he's going to find the Maverick sometime now. No, he's going to notice the Nomad in that process. Some free fires are coming in, and finally he converts onto Mojo. Beat on the triple kill. He might as well get this quad kill, and more importantly, the clutch that his team so badly needs for the equalizer. He's going to go for this white peak, or maybe he's just going to go a little closer, and he might looks away at the wrong time, and Beat comes up with an amazing clutch. The third kill. Sparko will be playing here, but EX7 will be the first one to pick up a frag. I'm not sure where he got from, but Shelter is going to go down. He's waiting to this hallway. I don't think he's gotten hurt out. Oh yes, he has. EX7 takes a few shots, but he's going to answer back with the MPX winning the G36C. Stormite goes down to EX7 as well, and that's a triple kill for the man. The Valkyrie though. The flashbangs are coming in, and the proximity mines are there we go. EX7 with a quad kill this round though. Amazing play from the Valkyrie. And that's at least enough to put a dent on the Never Diamonds. But will they be able to convert this into a victory or not is a good question. And you get playing awfully close to the connect to window, but that is something that gets spotted out eventually. Swisha needs to find his playing downstairs. As the Amaru, he gets spotted out. The spray comes in, and he's going to find him. Cobra meanwhile find closely though. It's all down to Swisha and Kid with not enough time left, 18 seconds, and the clock is ticking. No smokes for the side, and Kid and Shulker is going to find one, and that's it. The shutdown comes in from Sam as Never Diamonds, who smokes for the side, and Shulker is going to find one, and that's it. The shutdown comes in.
Frankel, however, he's got a good position on the subroof propel, and Platoon Kid on the garage catwalk. He's got a good angle to hold as well. It's a good crossfire being established, but no, Levy's going to find Platoon Kid as well, and the Legion will go down to Frankel. He's now in a 1 versus 2. A Claimer from Lockdown will save the life of Levy, take the life of Levy, excuse me. As Kishimado, he's going to go for the counter defuse right here. He's trying to bait that out, obviously, but he will be caught out as well. As Frankel, the man with the clutch with a chip in from a 14.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Simon Fox, as we are here for the second game of the day. That is Deimos Force taking on Levelzero Esports on the map of a Coastline. A very exciting match and a very exciting map to have a match like this on. Wouldn't you agree, Foxy?
Definitely, I'll have to agree with you on that. But I'm personally, I'm very excited to see how this match goes down because Levelzero Esports and Deimos Force, both of them like to rely a whole lot more on their gun plays. And on a map like Coastline, it's essentially going to be a flag fest. I mean, who doesn't love such matches, right? I'm just kidding. I love to watch both of them. Teams be methodical. They take their time, soften stuff. Classic Rainbow Six Siege. That's the way it's played. It's a tactical game. So that out of the way, Coastline is definitely going to allow a whole lot more gunplay potential for both these teams, and also that will be put forward. We'll see who's going to turn out the victor on that. But meanwhile, a little bit of a run through. Blackjack, if you'd please have us walk through the scores of these teams last night. I really don't remember, to be honest. So please be honest.
I'd be more than happy to oblige right there, Foxy. Deimos Force, of course, they took on the team Vector Sports yesterday, and unfortunately, that was a loss for them on overtime. 8-6, Vector Sports won that. So Deimos Force not exactly having the best start to Season 4. Of course, they can make up for it right now today while Levelzero Esports, they took on Reckoning Esports and had a loss as well. Reckoning Esports took that match on Oregon 7-4 in their favor. So both teams fresh out the back of a loss, not exactly at their level best for season 4, not, at least not for their first games. But today, that's going to change for one of these teams. Either Deimos Force takes this match or Levelzero. And of course, Coastline being the map, a little bit more of a frag-emphatic map, shall we say, seeing as, of course, Coastline, not exactly too much of hard breach utility you need, not exactly too much of any other kind of utility for that matter, as it will eventually all boil down to gunfights that both of these teams are going to take. It's one of those maps, Coastline, and it's one of the reasons why that you can just relax, unwind, and just go kill hungry in this map, as we've seen that before. Of course, Deimos Force have had a very good run on Coastline for that matter, but not to say anything against Levelzero, they have had a fairly good run on this map as well. Both of them, of course, being in the top tier division, Division 1, is exactly why they've had great runs on maps like Coastline. And let's not forget Cafe and Clubhouse, which is always there, always the eternal Clubhouse, shall we say. We're just waiting on, of course, Levelzero Esports' last player to join in. Deimos Force is all in and ready. And let's say there's just a little bit of a connection timing issues coming in from the side of Levelzero, of course. Hopefully, never mind. Somebody else just left the lobby. And yep, there we go. As Foxy said right there in the old chat, not nice, shall we say. Well, it's just going to be waiting for a little longer, of course. All of our viewers just chilling here with us, as right now with this match in play, Season 4, as actually, yeah, I do have a bit of a question right there. Foxy, seeing as both of these teams, they have a history of being a little frag heavy at times, going for the kill, going a little kill hungry, going on a map like Coastline, right? What do you think? What's going to happen in this particular match?
Right, so the way this pans out is it'll only come down to, I mean, I might as well make a prediction when we happen to reach the halftime, because right now I wouldn't really say the map, or even the only thing that will tip the scale in anybody's favor is how good either of them is playing. That is what is going to make the difference. Both are equally talented. It could be anybody's game right now, especially when I'm thinking about gunfights. It'll only come down to which of these teams or which of these players are having a great day. And what I mean by a great day. Sometimes you just cannot make plays happen, etc., etc. Getting wins on board, rounds are not being converted into victories. That is what I would describe as having a bad day. But on a great day, exactly opposite. Let's see who's having a better day, at least in the comparison for both these teams. Going right into this match, definitely we'll find that out very soon. We're waiting for Slayer to connect back into the lobby. He's having a little bit of a difficulty going into this match right off the bat. But meanwhile, I'll be taking a quick look at the standings right now. We've got Reckoning Esports in the first place with 6 points on board. Union Gaming on the second place with 3 points on board. Esamurai on the third place with 3 points on board with themselves. Following with Vector Sports, Deimos Force have not gotten a victory on board. That means they got defeated by Vector Sports yesterday. In fact, that was an offline game as well. And that's why they happen to be on the 5th spot, while Levelzero Esports are on the 6th spot. So both these 5 and 6 spot ranking position teams will be fighting off each other right now. And let's see who's going to be the victor. We've got amazing teams coming out tonight as well as we go ahead into this day. There's obviously going to be another set of streams that will be Union Gaming facing off Vector Sports, and then Kira Esports will be facing off Virtual 5 Esports. There's definitely those matches is something I'm waiting personally to cast as well. Very exciting. Different one has always been exciting. I mean, there's no doubt to that. But going ahead, the way the teams have been playing and the step ups that we've seen, let's see going into this match how it's going to be. Well, let's not waste any more time and get right into this match. Straight up, Coastline will be on the way. Deimos Force facing off Levelzero Esports right here, right now on day 2 of week 1 for season 4.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The match is in play. Deimos Force will be taking on Levelzero Esports right here on the map of Coastline. And it is a beautiful day to have a match like this indeed. As Levelzero Esports are going to have the first ban on the map. And there we go. Sexy K, the man just joined. He was ready. And now he is out of here. As Levelzero Esports are going to be banning the Nomad. Nice and quickly, taking the Nomad off the board, of course, understandable. You know, a map like Coastline, you want your rotations and you want all of your flanks being open, available as options, so to speak, as a defending team. And taking the Nomad off will ensure that the map control for the attackers is not as heavy as it otherwise would have been. The second ban coming out from the side of Deimos is going to be the Blackbeard. All right. We know that... Sniper One Candy likes to play the Blackbeard on the odd occasion, so Deimos Force taking him out makes, I'm not really sure what they're thinking right there, but Snow puts the OK in chat, of course. As we have seen, of course, Deimos Force, they've pulled out the Blackbeard on a number of occasions, and it looks like they're not going to be pulling him out this time. They're going to be letting him sit on the bench, as their defender ban is going to be the Mira. Mira on Coastline, understandable why you would want to ban her. Of course, a very powerful operator indeed. And as when it comes to competitive Rainbow Six maps, now that I think about it, Mira is a fairly common man, primarily because of how powerful she is, and not just competitive maps, excuse me. Just in general, even in ranked, Mira boasts of a very high ban rate, and this is not exactly good, because that means that we might have a potential nerf coming for her in the future. Maestro is going to be the last ban on the map, understandable, of course, as the Italian man with his Alda and his Evil Eyes is a very powerful asset to any defending team. Taking him off the board for the side of course, it was a level 0 ban, mind you, as they just don't want to play him and don't want to play against him, as he can be a terror on defense. Second floor hookah and Billiards is going to be the side of choice from the side of the defense right now, as we'll be moving into round 1. And let's have a quick look at both of the teams. Wait, never mind. We're going to have to save that for just a bit. Levelzero Esports have called a rehost, as it looks like Sexy K is having a few problems getting in to the lobby.
Alright, what is up, people? Welcome back to the round one that we happened to start off, but we couldn't really go into this match, obviously. So, yeah, Sexy K had a little bit of a disconnection issue. It drops a little bit, a bit of some funny words in the chat. We'll be seeing ourselves head into this matchup. Round one will be underway, and both these teams, Deimos Force and Levelzero Esports, show great promise in terms of how this match will be going ahead, especially when the map is coastline. And we've seen some amazing stuff happen on coastline. Maybe that's something that we're in it for today as well. Let's see going ahead how things will be turning in.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
We've got NV, Mighty Slayer, Deimos and 60 on the side of Levelzero Esports, rocking an amazing roster. While on the side of Deimos Force, we have Tsushima Code, Sniper One Candy, Snow, Fardin Jazz, and Levi. Let's see how that is going to turn. But something I'm very excited personally, like I said before as well, is Coastline having to be such a frag-heavy map, and getting to see both these frag-heavy teams as well is going to be a one hell of a game that we're in for. And I might as well I look at this game going into overtime right now. It either will be that close or the other one walking away. Sexy K accidentally dropping down the hatch that he tried to put down his Prisma on. Right now we'll be seeing Cyrus Deimos Force. They'll be running the double LMG, in fact, on the Amaru and the IQ as well. Very nice and nice black eyes, in fact, that I'm getting to see from them. Sniper One Candy is going to Spider-Man his way up top on the roof. We'll be seeing the push from the side of Buck happen on the Levi as well. The side is going to be Hookah. And something I wanted to point out, the fact that Deimos Force and Levelzero Esports have not got even a single win on board so far, and that puts so much more pressure on both of their. So it looks like Senpai is a little bit busy in fixing something. Not sure what. Snow will be making his way awfully close to the side of Hookah doorway. Might as well spot the smoke, but now, at least for now, some pre-fires are coming in. Raffle game from the Zofia will be caught out as well. Levi will be watching for a potential flank, but right now it's sent by Tsushima Goat, and there's actually 4 people outside, 3 people right now, who want to go for this Hookah push. There's no barbed wires at all. This might as well be the play that they need to make happen. I think that is what they'll be attempting any moment. Now 5 people outside Hookah. Look at that. No emphasis whatsoever in any other side. Tsushima Goat is going to get a frag on Mighty. That is going to ensure his walking on the side. Yes, it will. He's going to do exactly that. If he tries to meet Snow, but he's going to meet death instead. He's getting tagged along from the blue stairs. Snow is almost about to win that, but he loses to the 5. Here, the bailiff comes in, not to avoid anything, but yes, Veneno to find that frag. The goat as well. Veneno gets another one. Veneno gets him one more. Veneno is not stopping, but the plan has gone down. Sniper One Candy. He's going to have to fight it in 1 versus 3. While the counter defuse goes down as well. Veneno has got his gun reloaded. And does he convert this into a kill? Yes, he will. The quad kill from Veneno is what is going to secure the round for Levelzero Esports. And look at that. Like I said, it's a frag heavy map. It's a frag heavy game. Veneno starting off things in a lot of destruction. In fact, something I was not expecting to see right off the bat in the first round itself, but I did see that, and this is exactly what I was talking about, people. A frag heavy team versus another frag heavy team playing on a map that is frag heavy. I mean, we're in for a treat. Definitely, yes, we are. Plan gone on way too soon, but looks like that is something that Deimos Force just could not make conversion on. Let's see, going around round 2, how things will change. Blue Bar and Sunrise is going to be the defensive side from there, and Veneno is going to come off the Wamai instead. Envy will be going on the Jaeger, while we've got Sniper and Candy come up with the Jackal pick. That's 6 pick onto the Ash, in fact, just as I speak about it. And Snow, the very famous, the very reliable Twitch comes out from him as well. We'll still be seeing Sexy K employ the Mozzie. That's a nice counter, in fact, that the defense will be bringing in to counter the Twitch drones that Snow will be employing. You've got yourself the Twitch drone, you've got so much more. So you're crippling the attackers with so much more utility than Nile. That's good, that's great. Slayer's brought up the mute as well, as the site is going to be Blue Bar and Sunrise. I see going ahead into this matchup how things are going to turn out. As sadly, Senpai's left the game. That's it's a bummer for Deimos Force. They cannot even request a reverse right now, as I think they could have actually, but they haven't. It looks like it's a problem that cannot just be solved by a quick rehost. He's returned back. No, there you go, no issues.
at all, except for the issue that they'll be facing man deficit in this round. Mind you, Deimos Force sitting the I think buggiest game ever, says Senpai, and I really cannot put a counter argument to that. I'm going to have to agree with him on that, and so does Veneno, in fact. But coming back to what I was saying, Levelzero Esports is sit. Let me take a quick look at that. Yeah, this is on the 6th spot, while Deimos Force sit on the 5th spot. That means that it puts so much more at the stakes in terms of why these teams need to put rounds on board, put the victories on board for themselves. As going ahead is definitely at least a case of contention for them. So going to have to make sure they put these rounds on board very well. But at least as of now, we'll be seeing the top floor control being established on the side of Levi. As the Buck, who's already made his way on side Hookah. We've got Fadin just holding this angle. He's got the diffuser in hand. He's going to spot the battle of the Mossy. I know he did. He's going to be he's going to have some patience right now. Alright, Sniper 1 Candy gets taken out by Slayer C4, but here's Fadin just to refract right back in. I still got 3 more attackers alive on the side of Deimos Force after losing one of them. Taking some shots here and there, but not enough conversions being made. 60k might as well get punished for the aggression that he's trying to show. Fadin just coming back on the same angle that he was utilizing before, and this might as well be a timing issue that either of them will have to work out with. Just a claymore, just to make sure no aggression is not from the side of the defense in case he happens to lose his life. Or at least for now, that is not going to be the case. Snow has made his way back downstairs. He's going to be opening the sunrise doorway as well. Any moment now, it could be walking in, but he's not as of now. He won't be doing that. Or getting tagged along from the Legion. In fact, down on the side. That's, I think, Veneno, not even the Legion. But Snow is going to be otherwise more careful. He knows exactly where the Bamai is playing, and that's why he's going to make the push happen. The F2 in hand. Pushes happen. Levi is somehow going to win that fight. What? A turnaround came in. Fadin just going to get that Claymore kill. We saw him deploy earlier. A very good round that has certainly turned in the favor of Deimos Force. Levelzero Esports find themselves in a huge man deficit, and they've also given away the side to the attackers. Envy's position does get given away. He's going to drop down to the courtyard and make his way back in the hallway. While Mighty's got to be very careful, so he's going to find the frag onto his way. There's Levi. He's going to take the fall. Does he find one? Yes, he does. That's Mighty on a potential clutch. Meanwhile, Fadin Jazz is sticking the plan. He does not want to get off of it, but now he's got to get off of it and gets the frag as well. Deimos Force getting their first round on board for themselves. And getting the plan done this time around as well. Very well done from the side of the attacking team, but it'll be the victors. That is the attackers. Levelzero Esports definitely not a round that they expected. That is not something they had in mind when they walked into this match. But there you go. That's how Siege works. A good advantage, establishment from the side of Deimos Force. They made sure that despite a little bit of a difference in the man count, they had to make their pushes happen. They played that to perfection, leaving one guy up top, making sure that any strays are caught out. And Fadin just did that to perfection as well. The push from onto site happened at the right time from Snow, and then Levi got the hatch kill. That was exceptional. That was really well played by him, and not an angle that I saw working in the favor of the Buck, but it did, and that is just amazing. That's what I'm talking about. These guys, they love to take gunfights. It does not matter what position that they are. They love to take them, and they don't like to lose them either. Let's see, going into this match round 3 once again, we've seen Levelzero Esports come up, the Blue Bar and Sunrise defense come up. Quite interesting. We haven't really seen a change up from them so far. They want to commit to this. I don't really blame them. The only side they would like to resort to would be Kitchen. Zuka is already a victory for them. But going on into this match this time around, Deimos Force will also be having Tsukishima, a good senpai, along with them to help them a little bit of an extra hand. At least that is actually supposed to be the default man count. But yeah, he had a disconnection last round. Maybe Levelzero Esports might as well have thought this through. They've got a good setup, a very standard, very classic, nothing new, nothing flashy. A very good, very reliable setup from them. Let's see going ahead how things will take place. Envy running the Oryx. He's going to be inside security room. Mighty will be playing the Legion this time around as well. A good attempt from the Legion last time around with the clutch potential, but just could not make it happen. Let's see going ahead how things will turn out. There you go, first kill gets in. That's Envy getting Tsukishima goal. Some nice aggression coming in from the Legion over there.
A nice kill indeed. But this time around as well, Senpai is not having a great. Oh, alright. The Kobe comes in from Sniper 1 Candy as in was trying to knife the air that was in front of him. I'm sure when we going back on the replay is not going to have a great time. Mighty's going to go for the long. Oh, he's not going to find anybody though. As Sniper 1 Candy's moved back. He's going to spot the Legion. Just misses him by just an inch, just a second. Meanwhile, Levi is going to find a frag that is on the Slayer. Alright, the fight's going down on the other end of the map as well. Mighty trying to peek this. He's going to quick peek this. As he's not going to find a kill. Neither is going to get taken away as well. There's only Veneno playing on side. It's all on the Mighty and Sexy K to make this a little bit of a potential retake situation that they are looking at right now. Mighty is going to get scared by the nade coming in, and Yana is going to lose that fight. Well played from the Legion. A very important frag as well. Sniper 1 Candy takes a fall. He's put down on his grave right now. It's going to be a round that Deimos will still have to walk away with. They've got only 1 minute left to work, and 3 more bodies that they've got to find. Veneno still playing in the same side that he was before. I think that is for, yeah, there you go. The top floor breach is definitely going to be something that he's scared of. As he makes a wrong move, his foot gets spotted out. There's a lot of HP that'll be lost on the man. Snow has made his way on the side of office. Meanwhile, the puck has gone down. That was, I believe, on the blue stairs. And that's all on the farther Jazz and Snow. Snow is pushed up. He's going to find a frag. That's on Legion. The man count has been equalized. He's going to push up furthermore. Does not find anybody, not yet. Farther Jazz moved back up. I'm not sure what Snow is trying to find. He's going to find the head instead of Veneno. Look at that. Amazing gunplay once again for the Jazz. The man will have to go for the plant, while 60k will be the one in a 1 versus 2 clutch. Once again, Levelzero Esports finding themselves in a really bad spot right now. Finds the diffuser, that's the planter off the board. A really good kill for 60k and a headshot that he got on the far. Then it's 20-second timer that Snow will have to work with. Does he find the Jaeger? He does find the head, and then takes it right off. Deimos Force coming alive once again on the back of Snow. And we'll have to see that Snow on Twitch. Man, I'm telling you, you might as well get a default ban done already when you're facing off Deimos Force and Snow is playing. Twitch ban is the meme. That's the way it goes. That's the way Snow plays, and just amazingly well done from Deimos Force. Going ahead on the round 4, taking away the advantage, in fact, from the equalizer score that we did see come out on round 3. Round 4 will be underway.
2-1 is the scoreline going into this 4th round right here. And what an initial set of rounds from both of these teams, especially from Deimos Force in these last 2 rounds. Absolutely fantastic from them, as we have a couple of 6 picks to go through. That's Mighty out of the Legion into the mid. Sniper 1 Candy still has his ticket picked, and he's actually going to take out the Finka. All right. An operative we do not see a whole lot of at all when it comes to competitive Rainbow Six and the Tech League itself. But Finka is going to be in play. That's probably going to be enough onus for a rush that Deimos Force wants to do once again towards the side of second floor hookah that the side of the defense have decided to go on. That's Levelzero Esports right here. And curiously enough, in the first 4 rounds that we've had so far, we've been to hookah twice now, thanks to, of course, this. And we have seen first floor bar, Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar side come out from them twice as well. We have not seen the side of Kitchen yet from the side of Levelzero Esports. This is obviously how they like to play. Just a little bit unorthodox, just going to those sites you wouldn't normally see played in this frequency. But right now, Envy right here, he's going to go out for a cam throw, not quite a spawn peek. He's going to be using that cam to gain intel, however, and he could go for a peek if he gets it. No, he's going to just barricade that back up and pull back in towards the hallway for the time being. Using the deagle to, of course, make those lines aside as some shots are being exchanged to make those rotates and whatnot, take out drones. Deny intel for the side of the attack as well. Deimos Force will want to take out these roamers first, unless, of course, the Finka is going to be used to make a straight push to side, and that looks like what's happening. Sniper 1 Candy is already positioned himself on the hookah balcony. He's going to break up the window as well, but there's a mute right on the hallway door waiting for this push to happen, while the Sophia with the diffuser is also close to sight. The intel's going to be traded off as Mighty's got a deployable cam from the mute that he's playing, of course, holding down towards Hookah Lounge. Sees the drones coming in, he's going to take them out, but take a few shots himself. In the meanwhile, as the push was going to come in from the side of the attack anytime soon, they're waiting on this extra intel while Snow on the Twitch is going to find one that's sexy out the board. And that looks like it was below. Yes, it was. The kitchen door is going to be where that kill goes off. Oh, Mute barely escapes taking any more damage, but he's going to go on the blue rotate, of course. He's going to hold down from there. As the attackers, they have a man advantage as the push into sight is going to come in any second. Now, that's stalling quite a bit. But there's the buck from below trying to find where Mighty's playing, but no, the Zofi will be the one to find that instead, as Kishima got. Actually, the IQ is the one who finds that, all right, but that is still a pretty big kill. There is the smoke, however, Slayer playing very close to the hookah bar itself as the boost comes in, and now the push is going to come in as well. Shots are being fired by Envy in towards the hookah door, as bodies are going to be traded in a second. Now, there we go, Slayer's found one. Will he find two? The Buck's going to find him instead, as the Zofi is already in, going towards the blue rotate, but she's been downed and taken off the board. That's Venena with the kill. Asno with the double, takes down Envy, but there's Venena once again with the double for his own. It's a 1v2 for him. All down to the Jaeger, of course, against Levi and Skishima Goat. The plan is coming down from the IQ, very close to the hookah door. That could be a bait, but no, he's gonna stick it. The marks are in, but no, not enough damage from Venena's gun. As the situation is now a post plant for the Jaeger to play in. Still a 1v2. He has some idea where these attackers are sitting, but they of course have enough cover for themselves to stay back and just relax for now. Veneno rotates towards hookah. He's very, very patient. Has to be, as there's a buck behind him. But the shots from the IQ from the rappel by the stairs, not the stairs itself. Kishima Goat with a great angle onto the hookah balcony. He's gonna take the kill as the Jaeger goes down, of course. Deimos Force continue to extend their lead. They've just won round 4 and are 3-1 up going into round 5.
A great advantage indeed that we've seen Deimos Force take away now. Very good advantage as well. They haven't really emphasized the whole of, like I said, not a whole lot of a methodical push that we're getting to see, and it's just working out for them. I mean, they're happening to be in good positions, that is for sure. It's not brain dead fragging that I'm talking about. It's the fact that they're on good anchor points, good positions. They're taking advantage of the situation where it's necessary. Getting the plan done as well. That's 3 rounds in succession, or actually 4 rounds, except for the one in the last round because Snow had to go for the kill. 3 rounds out of the 4 that they happen to get the plan down. Very good, very well played. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard as well. With that being said, Snow on 7 frags for himself. We've got Fadin, Levi, and Tsukishima, followed by 3, 3, 3, and 3. We've got Mighty on the other hand. Minus done a lot of drone tagging, I believe. He's got 4 kills and he's on top. We've got Veneno with 6 frags for himself, while Slayer and Sexy K will be on 2 and 2 for themselves. Step 1 Canadian B, not exactly having a great day, but in terms of frags, obviously. I think Levelzero Esports on a general scale is not having a great day right now. Going ahead is definitely going to be something that they'll have to worry about. Let's see, going ahead, you might as well find some new surprises. Let's see if that is the case or not. But so far, it's been quite the prediction that I happened to give out before the match started. You know, it's a frag-heavy map. Both these teams will have to frag out, and we might as well see something of that sort come out once again. 4 men outside the hookah window. I think they're waiting for. No, that is the billiards window. My apologies, but they're still waiting for a potential similar push. But that'll be from Equating this time around. Yes, that is right. The Equating push will be coming in. We've got the Rappel game in as well. A buck of a nice kill onto Slayer. Levi expecting that push up from the Goyo. Is going to catch him out. And very well done from Deimos Force once again. We've got the Alibi playing in a bad spot right now. He's going to drop on the hatch. That means the side of Aquarium will be given away for Deimos Force for the taking. And they'll be doing exactly that. There's nobody playing right here. That means the Jackal has got some freeway. He'll just make his way back. We'll be watching the flank, and with the Nomad ban into play is definitely something that Deimos Force will have to be very vigilant about. No mistakes done so far. 1 man loss already for the side of Levelzero Esports. They do not want to let Deimos Force walk away with its advantage that has just been taken away in a marginal difference from them. But going into round 5, 4-1, round 6, 4-1. Is not something that you would expect yourselves to happen, and Coastline has just not been the mojo for anybody. Yesterday we did see Kira Esports lose to ESM on Coastline as well. That was on a 7-0 scoreline, mind you. Gas canisters coming out. Envy is going to be using 2 of them already, while Veneno picks up a fight. Mighty as well. He suspects somebody coming up VIP. But Veneno gets tagged in the meanwhile. There's nobody rappelling. That means there's no bodies to be found right now for Sexy K. He's gonna have to move back as well. There's no reinforcement on the wall and hookah. Alright.
That's a frag for Mighty. He's going to find Shima while Fadin Jazz. Meanwhile, is going to find Envy. Plan is going to go down, but Levi is going to take the fall from the long angle being employed. Plan is still going being stuck. I don't think the side of defense knows that. There you go. The plan is now down. It's a post-plan situation for Deimos Force to work with. They can do this in multiple ways, 100 different ways. In fact, there's a rapid game coming in. They've got to worry about the hookah window because there's no reinforcement, and a head gets dropped. And Smiley's head taken off. Sexy K's life gets traded in that little bit of a gunfight as well. It's all on Veneno once again. The man has to do so much heavy lifting, but not this time around as well. Deimos Force taking away round 5 off the back of some amazingly well coordinated attack round coming in from them, getting the plan down once again. Only one round that they haven't gotten the plan down, and that is not even the round that they lost, mind you. The round that they lost is the only one that they started off in the beginning of the match with. 4-1 is the scoreline, and we'll be going to round 6 before the rule swap. Quite the differential in the terms of count that we're getting to see from both these teams.
Absolutely, quite a massive round differential right here. And now we're going to be heading to round 6, the last round before roll swap, and looks like Levelzero are going to be going back to going to for the first time in this match, first floor kitchen and a service entrance. They've even got the Ella in play from the side of Slayer, the Legions in from Mighty. They need to try and stop the way that Deimos Force have been pushing, but they just seem like a little helpless, mind you. They've managed to get a couple of kills here and there, managed to give them a delay, but all they've managed to show for it so far, all they have to show for it is the round 1 win that they had so long ago. It feels like ages ago that Levelzero Esports were actively able to stop and counter Deimos Force entirely. Right now, of course, first location being the side of choice, is going to be interesting to see how Deimos Force end up attacking this, as they are, as we all know, very, very strong on coastline. We've seen this before, as formerly, of course, they were known as Stack, and we used to like to move around with Stack on the attack, was very strong. And I mean, that hasn't changed. The roster hasn't changed, and neither has the meme. It's just the fact that it won't rhyme as well anymore. Although I'll have to come up with something else for that. In the meanwhile, again, 4-1, round 6. Active phase in play. Deimos Force is going to be once again doing the drone work, doing the intel denial, all of the standard attacker things that they like to do before they make the push towards that happen. They have the gridlock in play this time from Snapper on Candy. And the gridlock running the M249 stall, the one with the 60-round magazine, and not the full 100 rounds that the Capital has. Envy setting up some footholds towards bathroom. Towards service entrance or towards bathroom, and Veneno's in the meanwhile been droned out, so has the Ella inside of offices as the push is going to come in any second. Now that is the gridlock out here by the terrace entrance, but there's the Mozzie inside of security room to support. Snapper, excuse me, Shima Goat gonna be there with support, but no, the Ella actually gets one. Does she get refragged onto? No, Slayer still alive. The Scorpion won over the M249, curiously enough, and now the IQ is the only one on the terrace entryway, and the Gershmar goes out, but no, the Ella's actually gonna lose. Will that give Mozzie enough bonus? Yes, it will. He's gonna win that fight, and there goes Senpai. Oh. The Doc missed his first stim, unfortunately, for the Mozzie and for the Doc. That's one little piece of utility. And Snow, unfortunately, is going to go down as well, but not before Levy managed to refrag onto Veneno the Jaeger. A Guman in the shin of the Zofia is going to be what's stopping her from making this push happen. While Mighty inside of Blue Bar, he's going to be facing the Buck very, very soon. He's got to be careful, of course, as Kulvar says, being held down by Zofia. It is a 2 versus 3 against the Deimos Force's favor. Right now, they've got to somehow make this play happen. I'm pretty sure Mighty's being able to hear where... No, there's a whistle. Take it down, excuse me, as the refrag is in from Levi. And it's a 1v3 now, 1v2, excuse me, for this lone Buck sitting inside a Sunrise Bar. His position has pretty much been given away with the kill being confirmed. And now he has to work against a Doc and a Mozzie. And there we go. Envy's going to find that kill. That is Levi down off the board. Levelzero Esports finally get a round on board for themselves, and looks like it was a switcheroo going into kitchen that ended up working out in favor for them. Round 6, of course, has been won, and now they're going to be going into roll swap. Round 7, 4-2 in favor of Deimos Force. All right. Round 7 is going to be in play right here. 4-2 being the scoreline, of course, means that the side of the attack has switched from Deimos Force to level 0, and the side of the defense is, of course, Deimos Force now. First location is going to be the side of choice immediately off the bat for the side of Deimos, as Mighty is going to go out of the Ash into the Twitch. Looks like the Twitch is being used pretty emphatically, understandably, of course, with the...
Attackers need to locate.
Actually, once again, there is no Thatcher ban on this map. I just realized it looks like just teams have pretty much adapted to not playing the Thatcher so much that even when the Thatcher's unbanned, they're like, nope, not even gonna bother. The Twitch, of course, serves a similar purpose, as in destroying and defending utilities, but the drone is the one put at risk to get, those utilities taken out, and if the drone gets taken out, that's pretty much Twitch's gadget purpose all taken care of as well. While we've got Levy, the Vigil is around Sunrise Bar for the time being. I'm going to be roaming around the map trying to find where these attackers are, making some rotates with those impacts that he has. And this is gonna fall back for the time being, have some fun shows. Watching Sunrise, the defender stuff, here we go. As activation is going to come in from the side of Levelzero Esports right now. They've got to do their due diligence, of course. Drone it out as much as they can, and already blue bar window being broken is going to scare Levy just a little bit. I think he was trying to make some wall art. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to, at least not for the time being. The rappel from the attacker goes up all the way to the roof instead, not towards where the visual is. Round 7, of course, is purely underway. Still holding down towards blue bar. The man's going to be alive for the time being, as the RED scanner is going to come out the IQ. In the meanwhile, Veneno, of course, going to be doing his due diligence and taking out a defender utility, doing everything he can to stop Deimos Force from having too much utility to help them win the rounds towards the end of the timer. As still holding down, Levy is going to sit back and relax, and blue bar is Mighty's taking a lot of damage in the meanwhile. Not sure where that came out of, but that could have been a C4 from below or above. Again, not really certain where that damage happened, but he's on penthouse right now. He's going to activate a shock drone as the sledge is in, so is the IQ to get the defenders, get those vertical lines aside, get the kills, and the utilities are done. As all right, we have a little bit of a random fire from Ferdine, the Jaeger, trying to find where the sledge is. Of course, he didn't do any damage whatsoever. As Mighty still low on HP, but there we go. Ferdin's actually going to find Slayer. That is the slice of the board, challenging the vertical angles against the attackers. It's not a great idea, but is he going to find one more? That's Veneno down. And now Snow on the flank. He could go for this because the Twitch has been put in a spot. Should he fight the defenders trying to challenge vertical, or should he go for the revive? Meanwhile, Snapper and Candy is going to be taking a lot of damage from the doors of Severus entrance. Excuse me. As the bandit, he's still on that flank right there. He could go for it if he so wishes, but there is the IQ who's been revived up. It's going to be a point of contention as Ferdin's actually going to go down. Mighty's found that kill, and finally the vertical angle working out for the attackers. But that is just one body, and there's less than 50 seconds remaining. There's a bandit. He's here on the flank. Will he find where these attackers are sitting? There's two of them towards Service entrance door. And, of course, the other one, who's just rotated out of the balcony, he's going to see the Twitch and take him out. That's Mighty off the board, making it a 4 versus 3. And the full push from the attackers is going to be focused towards the side of the service door. Bandit very close to a run out right now. The smoke is what stops him from seeing it, but the C4 comes out. It's not going to connect onto anyone, of course. Veneno, very low on HP. He's got to be careful. So does, of course, the planter. That is Sexy K, the Hibana, as they're trying to redirect the push from towards Sunrise. They've got less than 70 seconds remaining, of course, and they need to get in there. The Hibana on the kitchen window, as Invi's going to find one. That Senpai off the board is a 3 versus 3 equalizing man count. Sexy K's in. Veneno's found one. That's no off the board. There goes Sniper 1 Candy, and suddenly it's all down to Levi the Vigil to find the planter, and he will! Will he be able to get away in time? Looks like he might just, and he goes prone in courtyard to secure himself and Deimos Force. The round, the play is in from the man, the Vigil. Levi with the denial at the last second is going to give Deimos Force round 7 post roll swap. And that's going to extend their lead even farther, 5-2 going into round 8. What a play from the man, denying the diffuser, dropping it at the kitchen window. Levelzero, of course, they didn't have much of a... They actually had a little bit of time to try to find a little bit better cover. But unfortunately, as the diffuser went down, the lone defender managed to make it out of that alive. 5-2 is the scoreline going into round 8. And we're headed towards Hookah Lounge and Billiards Room.
Oh boy, what an amazing round for Deimos Force. I'm gotta give them that. Levi coming in with a denial onto the planter. The last second. Very well done from Deimos first. It was great attempt from the side of Veneno. He tried to get those frags in for his team, but at what cost? If the diffuser got denied, not enough time that they could buy for themselves, couldn't even go for the replant as well. And that is what secured the round for Deimos first. Really well played from him. And going ahead, let's see how things turn out. Levelzero Esports have quite the upper task to do. In fact, getting 3 more rounds on board until they reach the equalizer. Because right now, Deimos Sports are sit 1 round away from taking this to match point, and they might as well be able to do that. You know, the way that the match has been faring so far, it's a possibility. It's a huge possibility. In fact, that's a conversion waiting to happen. But will that be a case or not? Let's see. Going ahead in this matchup, NV back on the Zofia. We've got Mighty running the Twitch instead. We're taking a quick look at the scoreboard just so that, you know, just a little bit of insurance out there for you in 5 Blackjack, so you have all the while more ease into calculating the statistics. We're seeing Veneno come up with the RED scan. Drone comes out first. In fact, it's going to spot anybody playing up top, but there's actually nobody playing over here. We're seeing 4 defenders employed on Cypress. The Legion, though, that's Snow most probably. There you go. Snow always likes to play the roaming Legion for some reason. Completely negating the entire fact of how a Legion is supposed to be played. The fact that you have farm mines to stall the push from the attackers. Looks like Snow just likes to pop heads to stall the push from the attackers. Let's see going ahead, I think it's turning out. You got Levi watching this angle. He's got the shield in place as well. Fardinjas will be watching this angle along with him while the breach on the VIP doorway, on the VIP wall will be happening. In fact, Levelzero Esports get themselves a nice breach done, and a possible push from the northeast end will be happening from the attackers heading in now. Trying to get the shield taken out as well in V. Is going to be doing what a Zofia does, using the lifelines to perfection. They got the flank being watched from Veneno, etc. as well. Still got to be worried about Snow though. There you go, he just gets spotted out, and now he's gonna deploy a Guma and fall back. There you go. Snapper 1 Candy still has 2 more canisters. He's somehow he's allowed to cross the hallway despite the breach being open from the side of Levelzero Esports. Very interesting. Snow trying to find a head on the side of luggage. He almost found one, but that's a little too far off, and that means the line of sight just does not get established. A kid comes down. I'm not sure where that was from. That was from sight. Don't know. That's from the drone hole. In fact, when Nino gets that frag. Now, Sniper 1 Candy is going to bring out the canisters, and that is going to the attackers increase quite a bit. But the pusher from Veneno is once again here. The triple kill for the man. Does he find a quad kill? He's going to find it. Does he find the ace or not? It's a real question. Whereas further than just playing, Veneno is waiting. He's hungry, but he's going to be found by the Hibana. Actually, Veneno finds that somehow. What? The Hibana took the fall, and it was Veneno winning that. Alright, the ace from Veneno comes in. Sadly, could not catch all of his skills on the camera, but it was amazing to watch that play from Levelzero Esports. That's what Veneno, people. He also happens to be one of the top fraggers for you in the Season 3 as well, showing exactly why he is that, bringing alive his gun, and just dropping what he then heads on the side of Deimos Force. It's going to give another breathing opportunity for the side of Levelzero Esports to stay alive in this match, and we'll be going to round 9.
Mind you, it's still a bit of an uphill task for the side of Levelzero Esports. Veneno, the man off the back of that ace, is now up to 14 kills this match. That's definitely going to be a fun little statistic for me to put into the sheets later on. Calculating the kill death ratios, of course, is one of the things that allows us to know which player is doing how well, of course, in the league, and of course who ends up getting the MVP at the end of each week per division. That being said, second floor Hookah Billiards is going to be the side of choice once again from the side of the defending Deimos Force right now. And, okay, you know, they're still in the lead, 5-3. It's definitely not as good of a score as 5-2. But they do still have the advantage of just having to go for 1 round before they get to match point. And definitely 2 rounds being required to win is, it can be pressure. It can be pressure sometimes, but well, if they're able to play their cards right, they might just get away with this match without much of an issue. Levy using the TCSG, excuse me, to make some vertical lines of sight in Blue Bar and Office, just to make sure that the default plant spot and the aquarium counter is covered. Meanwhile, a pre-play C4 is that from Snow the Valkyrie. I think that is, although that is towards, yep, that's actually on the penthouse area, just by the big TV, of course. He's got a cam there as well, waiting for somebody to drop down into that particular room. And it could just be the Sledge who ends up facing the wrath of this C4. It could be the Ash as well, trying to come in from the red hallway towards Hall of Fame. The red hallway door from the balcony, that is. And there we go, the Ash is in. And she's gonna, nope, not quite. Just the shot gives away her position, mind you, but the droning is still happening from the Sledge that's in V. Still sat on the roof. There we go. The bathroom match gets broken. Snow's gonna be a little bit excited right there. There's the Hibana as well. They're all pushing, but they've actually moved towards the side of Hall of Fame. Look, I don't think any of them actually want to try and go for the push towards the side of bedroom. And no, it doesn't look like it. But of course, the deagle shots from the Valkyrie have given away her position, and the drone inside of Kitchen is going to do the exact same. But once again, that little bit of a pre-play C4 that she had, unfortunately, Snow will not be claiming any kills off of that. The hallway is being flashbanged as the Ibana is going to go for a little breach line of sight, as the shield on the door of Billiards has been taken down as well. So the push, of course, is very emphatically looking like it's going to come in from the Hall of Fame hookah area, but there could be a push, a Hall of Fame, excuse me, VIP area. But there could be a push towards the hookah balcony as well, or the aquarium balcony for that matter, from the side of Levelzero Esports. They could be going for a bit of a pincer maneuver, and it looks like that is exactly what's happening. But the default cam being watched by Senpai is going to give away the position of Veneno, excuse me, but not in time. Snow goes down to the IQ, and Slayer is going to find it Senpai himself. That's Kishima go down, but Slayer gets refragged down to by Ferdine. Diego gets the first kill on the board for the side of his team, but there's a Zofia outside of hookah balcony that the smoke has to deal with. Right now, Snapper on Candy. He's going to throw out his smoke canisters anytime soon. He wants to save them for, of course, the push towards site. As Ferdin connects onto Mighty's head. That's a pretty big one, but there's a refrag in from the stairs as Levi is taking down Veneno in the meanwhile. Another push comes in, but that's the diffuser drop from the smoke, and Snapper and Candy with a beautiful kill is going to find Sexy K, and that immediately puts the side of Deimos Force on the advantage, because now Envy has to play to get diffuser, and of course he might just be able to, of course, since diffuser is fairly close to the door, but there is, of course, the smoke watching along with the Kaid as the canister comes out, but it's going to deal just a little bit of damage, not quite, but there is, in fact, the Kaid with the TCSG. Levy from inside of Billiards is going to find the kill onto the Billiards, like the billiard table itself. And that, of course, puts the side of Deimos Force on match point. These last couple of rounds 5 through 9 may have been a back and forth. Excuse me, rounds 5 through 8 may have been, no, 5 through 9. What am I doing? Maths. 5 through 9 may have been a back and forth right there for between both these teams. But now match point has been established. 6-3 is the scoreline going in to round 10.
Indeed, round 10 will be underway. A six-pick, very obvious from Snow, because you're not allowed to play Melusi. Not yet. There's still time for that, Snow. You'll be getting your opportunities to employ that operator. We'll be seeing Envy come up with the Amado onto the Capita pick as well. 6-3 is indeed the scoreline. A match point for the side of Deimos Force. They might as well be walking away with this one. But will we see Levelzero Esports allow them to do that or not is a real question. Kitchen is going to be the side. That means a horizontal hold is what I'm expecting to see from the side of Deimos Force. But definitely a vertical push from the side of Levelzero Esports will be happening as well. And it looks like they want to establish themselves a little bit of a... Is that... Alright, the way the operator roles look like right now, I think they want to go for a quick service span right off the bat. That's what it looks like. You know, the way it's... They've got Envy running the Capita. Maybe not. Might just be the case for them trying to shake off anybody who's playing behind the shield sometimes, and behind the bomb on B side, that's service imprints. That's a really tiny spot that you've got. Sniper, meanwhile, he's actually wiping the floor right now with his body, obviously. The dog, not sure if he's ready.
I think he's just having some sanitization issues with the floor of the kitchen freezer area. He's just going to make sure he has the floor cleaned all by himself, roaming around and all of that. Got the Jaeger being challenged along with the Capital. Looks like it's not indeed a fast plan that we're getting to see from the side. Levelzero Esports will still be employing everything that they've got to make sure that the Jaeger gets challenged, and he is being impacted. Levi, meanwhile, is going to be found by Slayer. I'm not sure where that went in. And now Fadinjaz has got to be all the while more careful. I think Levi was playing on the side of offices. Yeah, maybe. No. Fadinjaz definitely not in a great spot right now. He's got the Goyo shield with him, but not a whole lot of angles that he's got to worry about. Might as well find the Hibana right now. Some pre-fires are coming in. That's an angle he's still watching, but Slayer will get some frag. The asphyxiating bolts are in from the Capita as well. A feed from the Hibana still due to happen. Jaeger in a very bad spot. Fadinjaz is taking so many shots, and there you go. The finisher comes in from Levelzero Esports as they've started off this match with an amazing frag frenzy for themselves. Taking off kills one by one, dropping heads one by one. Tsukushima Goat does not get noticed by the drone. That means he'll be playing this position. He's going to be sticking to it. At least now, information is not being traded off. Comes in with a little bit of a rotate. Did he get noticed? No, he's going to find the IQ. He's going to find another. Look at that knife coming in from him. Sexy Kid takes the fall. That was very comical, but very necessary for Deimos Force to get that frag in. Oh, he's going to spot the Capita as well. He knows exactly where he's playing, but the Doctor tries to get aggressive and gets taken away. He's going to go for the long rotate, but he might as well get spotted out by Slayer. The man has got the diffuser. He's got to push back on the side. C4 comes into play, but now he's being watched by the Capita and the Zofia as well. Envy is going to fall back himself. Mighty will be watching that angle still. He's being very vigilant, very careful, and very slow. But the frag comes in from the side of the Pulse. Alright, some amazing plays with the UMP. That's a triple kill for the man. Mind you, if he gets two more, that'll be the ace for the man as well. He does not get that because Levelzero Esports is here to stand in his way. Mind you, walking away with that frag. And they'll be putting another run on board. Another breather for the attacking team right now. Let's see if the comeback is still into play, or will we see Deimos Force walk away with the victory on round 11.
6-4 is the scoreline going into the 11th round right here, as it was a valiant attempt from the side of Tsukushima Goat Senpai himself. But unfortunately, the Pulse and the UMP can only do so much for the man. As we're going to be moving to first floor kitchen once again from the side of the defense right here. The Pulse will be in play once again from Tsukushima Goat as the operator lineup. Okay, this time Envy is actually going to go for the 6-pick out of the Capitao into the Lion. Okay, very interesting indeed. We did see a Finka come out earlier from the side of that was Deimos Force on the attack. And now it's going to be the other CBRN operator. That is the Lion coming into play as well. Lion, of course, has a history in Rainbow Six as one of the most divisive operators that Siege has seen in its history. I dare say, you know, the most divisive operator that Siege has seen ever, shall we say. And even to this day, even though he's, after, of course, his gadget's been reworked, well, nerfed about 3 times, then reworked, and even now he's a major annoyance for online and competitive players throughout the world, for that matter, as Lion rushes are still some of the most annoying things to go up against. That is I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on that one. And Levelzero bringing out that operator is going to be interesting to see how they play him, how they use his EE
Attackers are heading out.
EE1D yeah. There's a drone basically, as I'm just gonna come back into action phase right now. Not sure why I lost my train of thought right there, as we have a quick look at the scoreboard for Dean. Actually had 10 kills to his name, while 9, 9, and 7 from Levy, Snow, and Tsukushima Goat. Sniper on Candy's got 3 for his own. He's of course playing mostly support right now, trying to help out his team with intel and utility for the most part. Well, we did have 15 kills from Veneno, but Snow's actually going to find one early. That's Slayer off the board, and looks like that was the office push that has been stopped. That's the Ash down as well. That's pretty big right there. But an E1D comes out from the Lion. Not going to spot where the Bandit's playing. Of course, some shots are fired, but nobody's taking any damage as Veneno gets down as well. That's outside of Sunrise, but there's the Lion to try and help him out in this situation, as they've got a Jaeger to try and deal with inside of Sunrise. There we go. Tsukushima Goat's going to confirm onto Veneno. That is the IQ of the board, and Snow's going to find Sexy K. Everything is going off right now as a Mighty and Envy are the only ones remaining. C4 gets popped by the pulse, but no, he will actually go down. And that is Kashima got off the board. 4 versus 2 is the scoreboard right now. But there's a Legion for the peak. Will he win this, of course, as the shots are in? There we go. A little bit of a surround play coming in as the Lions got it down. Not quite. Actually, he did get a kill right there. That is Snow off the board. But it won't matter as Deimos will finally get the kill. That is Sniper 1 Candy onto Envy. And that is the last attacker, and the last round done and dusted. They were on match point, and now having won round 11, they are going to go to the victory screen. 7-4 in their favor. Deimos Force, they have their win on board. Their first win of this season, of course, as yesterday they had a little bit of an unfortunate loss against the side of Vector Sports. With that being said, that's been the second match of the first stream of today, and a quick overview for all of our viewers in chat as what we just had before. The first match happened on Theme Park. That was Esamurai Esports versus Reckoning. Reckoning won that 7-3. A great performance from them. While Deimos Force versus Levelzero, that just happened on the map of Coastline, Deimos Force took it 7-4. Very well played to all the teams that we've had so far, but we've got 2 more games in a new stream coming to you in a while. That is Union Gaming versus Vector Sports and Virtual 5 Esports versus Kira Esports. All of them very exciting matches indeed. With that being said, we're going to be taking a break, and we'll be back very soon indeed. Stay tuned.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.